Baba don't retire. They went to overnight. They write a letter to what's his name? To Akpabio. Sharp. Under 1 hour, they changed the team. They voted. The Papa, they increased the man. The man will retire September 2027.
Now that person where they wait, make it sign.
Yeah. The guy will retire 2027 September. Next year, September 2027. Election of February. So the man is there to finish the work, to push up, to make it there inside. So by that time, it will be September 2027. Will come. Let us say it truth. I'm not a somebody, but I'll say it. That person will not reach that rank. They'll come put them at IG. This is a game. So now. Let's
go with this theory, this hypothesis. Governor, and I heard, somebody, we were having this conversation, somebody was going to port to APC, and that is a bullshit. That is never going to happen. And I'll tell you this: we have what Benjamin Kalu and Ojo Zakalo in the Senate. They both, over the last month or so, have been coming to try to put poison in the hearts of people in their state, trying to say, "Oh, don't worry, whatever happens, we're going to Tinubu. We guarantee Tinubu is going to win this state." And you know what backlash that they've been getting? As a matter of fact, right now, there are people in their own hometown. Abia Ojo Zakalo is from around the Abia Central area, and Benjamin. They're not even sure that they're going to win this election in 2027.
They are scared. They are scared of their seat at this point because they're back down. They're back down.
They're scared. So what I'm telling you, it does as work. If the people,
but the
power of the people in the state can actually, as a collective, put a firewall on whatever Asrock is trying to do in the states. It depends on how desperate the people want to maintain political sanity in their states, like they're doing in Abia State right now as we speak. That's why OT is never going to even think of going to it, because he knows with his current position that there are Abia people that will be ready to lay down their life on the line in the entire state of Abia just for him to be so powerful.
Let that time come, whether anybody will want die. Let that time come, whether they will die.
APC will take that hit from him. I can bet you everything. APC has never featured a.
He's not going to win. Yeah. He's not going to win. If he's not going to win.
Gentlemen, you guys are making me. Excuse me. These people are making me laugh. Let me go back to Anambra State. No, hold on, brother. Let me go to Anambra State. Sorry to continue. Let's go to Anambra State. Ukachukwu, what to that guy's name? What's that guy's name? Senator Nicolas Sabi. They give a flag for Villa. Oh God Almighty! The problem I have with majority of people that you don't even know you are dealing with. You are dealing with the devil. The devil. They gave this thing now. They gave that man flag. They gave that man flag in the Villa. That woman. What happened? They did a deal with the Afghan. Didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But what I'm saying.
So they can let me say all what Tinubu wants. Tinubu does not care about what's his name? Oti was MD, which only was into Oti. So forget that one. And they have said it. The president has come a long way. So it's a personal relationship. All what Tinubu wants from him is that I don't need to lose that state hopelessly. Give me 30% of that vote or 40% of that.
I don't think Oti can do that.
Wait. Do you think it was? Wait, hold on.
Why would they? Why? Do you know how they will do that? Do you know how they will do that? Do you know how they will do that? For the day of the election, it is nothing that we mobilize people, that is no supporters, relation and whole, to go and defend the votes. And if Oti decided to look the other way, the same way Sheymakinde did.
When you talk about if it's on presidential, you are talking about if P2P is not in the ticket. You have to remove that factor.
Which one? Oh, see, I want to tell you authoritative here. What that article? No, listen. I want to tell you now. Just put it in the back of your mind. What that article? What that article? Mark this word that I'm telling you now. that election of 2023 numbers, we won't see 2027. Except there's something that's a major shift. You won't see it.
No,
Mark
I
that one
understand.
now.
Also, this is
You will vote. No, this is
Yeah.
my brother. You will vote. You will vote against him. I don't go tell you. You go talk.
yeah, but you
Go
will
talk
see a
to them,
different
please,
thing. Yeah, no, but I'm
Then you
not
tell you
talking
go to
about
court.
any other state. Mind you, I'm not talking about the Abia and I'm not talking about Enugu and the rest of them. No, precisely Abia as a litmus test, not to the rest of the nation, but let's just remain. If we remain in Abia, I don't think much can happen.
Hey, Kenny, do you think that someone like Governor LSOT is talking anyhow when he said that if you're ready to come and read in Abia State,
Yeah,
first sign your will. First sign your will.
at this point,
Before you come to read.
People have said it. People have said it in different states.
No. Tinubu cannot mess.
Hold on
Tinubu
now.
cannot mess with Abia State election.
See, you guys, see, let me tell you.
Governors
tell
don't
you-
talk like that anyhow.
No,
Governors to threaten you.
Who
Protecting your
was
life.
going to talk
Governors threatening your life.
One second. Abia. When you analyze politics, watch the body language of the politicians. Do you see what Ojus Okalo and Benjamin is doing? They pipe low now. They are scared. They are very, very scared.
I'm not arguing that.
You can tell me.
I am in support.
You know what you're telling me now.
I am in support. I am in support of OT.
It's not even about it, I'm telling you. You can say what you are saying all across Southeast states, and I will take it. You see Abia, and we're not.
No, I agree with you. Let me tell you what I'm saying now. I agree with you, Uha. So I am an OT supporter. But I want you to put it that in the corrupt society that you have, when the people in law enforcement and everybody are in the pocket of the presidency, don't discount that anything can happen.
I also agree with you. The whole of South, yes. But you see Abia, remove Abia in that equation. Tinubu cannot mess with Abia. Tinubu, I can even bet my money for it. Tinubu cannot mess with Abia. It's like that simple. Watch the body language of Benjamin and the Ojus of Kalo. They are scared as we speak. If they have the same guarantee that every politician have in Nigeria, that they will write results for them, they will not be as scared as they are today. They were running their mouth when they saw the backlash.
And you know, all those ones, especially Ozzy was like,
it's not even about by the time they saw the backlash, now they hide. They are scared. They are not even talking about go and compete government. They are scared of losing their seat. Now, I'm telling you, they will use back channel of Tinubu to go and beg Oti to not lose their seat. But even Oti cannot help them. I'm telling you that even Oti cannot help Benjamin, Carlo, and even Oti cannot help them. The mass, they have never experienced this type of thing in their life. Can you imagine if this type of thing that is happening in Abia happen in Nigeria, and you are saying somebody will come and take it away from Nigerian people? No, it will not. And that's why these strong men are fighting so hard to make sure that sugar, that drop of sugar, will never drop in the mouth of Nigeria.
I hope Nigerians can take a cue of what
So here's the thing. What I is when I started several Abia personality handles. These are known people in Abia State. They make states, they make commentary, they make videos on social media regularly. When I start seeing these handles in Abia State, start even threatening Ojus Okalo and Benjamin Carlo.
And their body language from that time.
This one on the video, you know how it is now when you have elected leader, before you know, they don't arrest you, or police don't arrest you, or this does not arrest you. This is not in Abia State. If you go and check those handles, there are lots of them. Every day, they are threatening Ojus Okalo. Every day, they are threatening they are threatening. They don't even hide their face. They don't hide their face. They know where they live. It's not even quiet. They everything. And this is difficult. So this is different. And if only we can emulate that template, where we say you go come out, you go to, because one thing about politicians and elected leaders is they feed off of the fear of the people. When you feel that they've done wrong and you're scared to call them out or to tell them what they did wrong, that is what they bulldoze them. But when you begin to call them out and point finger to what their criminalities are, I will catch them. They don't even fit do anything to you. That is what is happening at this. Even to this thing that there was a video I was watching today. The guy was always risky. About that, eating fish. So anyway, the guy was always risky. That the video, this guy was talking about this guy, the skit about Roger Zocalo. It was repeating the same thing he's always talking about. Do you know that this guy that's doing this just went and slapped him? And before you know, this kid was about all the other crowd beating him some carry stick. They know that this is Roger Zocalo, and they're actually epitomizing violence on this guy. And yet, the thing gets more than 100,000 likes, shares all over the post. Look at the comments. And these guys are working free. They're making videos. They're cashing out.
But they are talking about like they are breaking the law. They are not breaking the law. They are not breaking the law. The thing is that they are in a good governance, and the governor cannot go and intimidate them. They are not doing anything wrong.
And perception becomes reality. And perception becomes reality by the time you see all those likes, you see all those 2,000 comments. So, and all the comments is positive is we will do and we go share Pepe, we go share that. Everything was in affirmation of that video.
Let me come in for a second. I know the comment that he did for me. When I watch Benjamin say, I have given up in trying to bring OT to APC. For me, that comment was kind of an apology to Ndabia.
Yes.
He was very calm in saying that. I don't take the statement of, I'm giving up. The comment was more like, I am not going to engage in this fight anymore. Like, I am giving up, or I will not do this again. It was more like an apology. And that thing came at the back of huge backlash. Not only coming from, because what they try to do is to separate Abia people, to do Abia North, Abia this. And they see the people from that north started to threaten them every day, back to back, showing the road they did and all of that. And when they saw that, they couldn't. They are not fighting now. They are hiding under there. So
they are struggling to keep their seats. They are struggling to keep their seats.
The people have a lot in the end of these orgies and all the orgies. Abia said, the first orgy is more than him. We are moving Abia, and they left that state in real. He left, and the other orgy came and destroyed the state. And another orgy came and destroyed. So you don't expect them with what they have seen right now. That state is getting.
Same thing is what Nigerians have seen.
David, it's like being in a desert with no water for days. And all of a sudden, somebody came and squeezed the water in your mouth. Like a drop. And somebody will come and take that jar of water from you.
It will take you preserve that water. And that is what is happening in Abia.
That's why I said Tinubu will not dare. He won't even think of it. He can think of Anambra, Enugu, all those. That's fine. I cannot even argue on that. But this is the comment I want to, my analysis about this Tinubu. I think what he's doing now is not different from what he did in Lagos. Because I've seen the template. He come in the first tenor, gather all the money, take all the fund, all the state fund, spend maybe 5% or 3% on governance. The rest is in politics. The rest of the money is in politics. And when he does that, that first tenor will finish. Second tenor, he will even almost do the same thing. And now he balances. Everything is good. And now he can select a barrel pusher to put as a president or as a governor. From there, he's on a ride. And that is, that's what I'm seeing on this first tenor. Look at all the budgets. Look at the expenditure. None of them is even up to 5%. Where is all the money going? It's in politics. And he's using it to buy up the same thing in Lagos. That's how he occupied Lagos today. Did it in first tenor, second tenor, the same thing. Now he mental retarded person, put him as a governor, and just be cruising. The same thing this guy is doing in Ebonyi State now. What's his name? Dave Umahi. Dave is the senator. Dave is the governor. Dave is the senator. Dave is the minister. Dave is everything. I don't know. I think he put those people on payroll. Look at that guy that is a senator that shouts like that shouts like animal. So you can literally see physically that this guy is just on a payroll of Umahi. The governor, the same thing.
What about Hope? Hope, according to Rocha, Hope is open.
Yeah, but Hope doesn't create a type of grip that Umahi has the grip of Ebonyi. Like that guy he's the senator, he's the governor, he's everything.
You know, 1 year like this, a friend of mine, I think they wanted him to run one project, like he should be the DG. So that took me as an expert to go and do a presentation to Hope. So Hope now said they should do the presentation to the cabinet. They had a cabinet meeting that day. After I waited for long, Hope now they said, "Oh, Hope should come in." You know, in my head, there was one thinking that perception that I have about him. You know that I don't want to say it. Yeah? So when we got there, so my friends, so of us, around this, like this presidential cabinet meeting. So you sit down the high side, everybody sit down the left, like that. So we're in the middle, then there was this projector by the side. You know, as I was talking, doing the slide and go with my friend, I went there. I noticed that he was talking to somebody, writing something, doing something, and I told myself, as they will come present for us in my head. Everybody was quiet. The commissioner, special advisor, head of service. Hope was talking here. When Hope now asked me a question for one of the slides, you know, I just say this man is very attentive. You know how much I was doing something, and I saw a brilliant way that he was on top of the game. You know, you understand what is going on. And I hear that he's building, at least I hear that he's doing well now. So I'm not here. So I have affinity because I have the Imo State. I hear that he's doing well.
I think Dave is worse than Tinubu. I mean, with the type of grip Umahi has in Ebonyi,
Dave is like Wike.
I think it's worse than
like Wike.
You know, Dave Umahi.
Dave is like Wike.
For me,
they were very angry. They were very angry with him. All of them with Okwebadu. When they said
it's worse than Wike. It's worse than Wike for me because.
You don't hear Wike fight.
No, but you didn't hear Wike. Do you hear anybody fighting in Ebonyi State? The senators or the governor fighting him? Everybody.
How can you fight him? You want to fight him?
So that's why I say I think it's worse than Wike when it comes to the state. That man is
even if I was even surprised that the likes of Pius Ayin and all of them are just like
the man just that state. The state entirely.
Samegu was the first governor that
now. Nobody's talking.
And he had over to that.
Nobody is talking. That state is almost empty. The population is running away. People are running away. They will not say the truth on stage.
Pius, you know, get work again. So David is sector every month. So why you go talk?
Pius, I wish Pius wanted to do. Pius was Senate president for almost 3 years. Pius was secretary of government for 4 years. What do you want to do again that you are so broke that you sell your soul for? What do you want to do with money? But back to what do you want to do with money? What do you want to do? Let me ask you this question now. Okay, now as you are now, how many people can you eat in 3 days in a day? How many fruits can you bear? Are you telling me that Pius has made so much money from Nigeria, from Senate, was SGF, made so money, got so many land in Abuja? Olympic City, what do you want to do? That becomes
there's no amount of money that is enough for these people. But back to the point,
because they steal the money, they steal it. They didn't work hard for the money.
Yeah, they back to the point where we are talking. We are discussing scenario is how can we make Nigeria, fight 2027? Because the analogy I just gave about Lagos and Tinubu, if this 2027 go through for this guy,
It's over.
that means another Lagos has been created. That's my opinion. But so how can we make Nigeria to like fight for this, as their life? And this is where I have problem with the division that we have in Nigeria. Me now, my own thing is how can we hold these Christian, those pastors and whatever to push out these members, because those people have a magic key. But unfortunately, I know they will never do it. It's just my overthinking. I wish I could.
So you want the government to come after? You want the government to come after and start paying taxes on their side?
But imagine it one Sunday, also. Imagine one Sunday, about 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy church. Tell the church, no church today. We are marching this government that is killing you. I'm tired of you people begging money in the church. We are out. Imagine that.
That's the time. But see, these people,
I know it's an imagination.
These people unfortunately are so involved in the things of the earth.
I know.
Let me put it that way.
I know.
So they are moved from the spiritual things to the things of the earth. It's not only them. Even the imams, the mosques, all of them.
The
are
same thing.
money.
Imagine you see the crowd that went after El-Rufai. Imagine the mosque saying, well, anyway, it's just an imagination.
Everybody, every
social
Nigerian, listen. Every Nigerian will be impacted by this tragedy in Nigeria. Every Nigerian, I don't care who you are, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much, you will be impacted. And when I mean impacted, I say every Nigerian is on a time scale. There is this life that we think that, okay, we are living from day after day after day. As long as Tinubu is president, everybody is on the clock, and a very short clock. It's only a matter of time before you, your member of your family, your brother, your sister will be impacted.
I want to ask one question here. I want you to sincerity. Just relax. Just get the question after 30 seconds and answer me. 30 seconds. Now, you are called. Somebody called you, and before you know yourself, you see yourself in front of Bola Tinubu. And I said, God's will. Yes, you say, sir, you go answer your president now. Then something happened. That says, God's will, no, I need you to do this thing. But I'm standing there, that's a bag of 1 billion naira. Just for you. Just for you. Passport to go. I just need the support. How many people here in this platform? How many? Start yourself. You don't come and tell me this thing here. You see that temptation of 1 billion naira, I will not sell his soul. How many? With the condition that they have, they will think about their problem, who have been supporting XYZ, if the company is supporting me, and supporting government. How many people here? 1 billion naira. I'm talking about 1 billion. As you're talking, can also standing beside you. They say, okay, what's your account number? Then they put for central bank account. You are still sitting there. How many people? So you cannot look at it like something.
Let me answer the question for you. Let me answer the question for you. And I'm going to answer the question by giving you a real life illustration. Okay. When I started my oil and gas company here in the US, probably the only black person at that time that was in oil and I was trying to get an entrepreneur in oil and gas. I was trying to find, clients. And one of the clients I met, I pulled up online. I was emailing the person, sending me a proposals because I know I was able to dig out the project that they were supposed to drill in a particular part of Texas, which I know very well. I know that part of Texas very, very well because I've worked in that part. So when I saw that, because here in the US, unlike in Nigeria, when a person wants to drill, they file what they call permit to drill, PTD. And when they send the PTD, it comes up in the Texas Railroad Commission website, and you see that this guy is looking to drill in June or July, and they will give the specification, all the wells, how they want to drill it, what kind of formation, what kind of, everything. So I use that information because I've already worked in that particular area very well. I know it very well. I use that particular information. I now prepare a proposal, very detailed, with cost, everything, with all the problems that they will expect in that particular area. I sent it to this guy by email. The guy responded. He said, "Man," he said, "Okay, send me this. What about this? How do I do this?" I said, he sent it. I gave him everything, the mod program, the drilling program, everything. I gave him all the data. I sent it back to him. The guy said, "Man," he was so excited. That's okay. Can you come to the office? Let's sign the contract. I said, "Okay." He gave me the address. I now drove. This place was in what they call Vado, Texas. Vado, Texas, if you know America, is what they call the sundown town. Sundown town means it's a town where a black person, you're not supposed to stay outside when the sun passes because you will be hanged. They will hang you. The white people is a mainly white, usually racist town. But the address that gave me is in Vidal, Texas. White use is racist, 100% white racist. They don't. In fact, if you're a black person that tries to move to that place, they will run you out of town. If you don't go, they will kill you. So here I was. I didn't know. I drove to that place. I said, "What?" Because meanwhile, I've been going back and forth on email with this guy. I never talked to him on phone. We never had a video call. It was just email. As I approached this guy's office, the guy was shocked when he saw me that I was back. He was shocked. He just said, "Are you Katu?" Okay, but I didn't use my name, I was using my company name. So he said, "Are you renting this company?" Yes. "What's your name?" "My name is Glasgow." Now look, he said, "Okay, come." So I was going into his inner office. One of the guys told me that nobody has ever come to this office before. So I should be careful. As I was walking in, for those of you who live in the US, there's what they call Confederate flags. And the Confederate flag is a flag that people that wanted to maintain slavery.
That's the
Southern part, yeah, the
part.
one made slavery. So he had all these Confederate flags, he has guns hanging on the walls and all that. I said, "Man, boy, this is the end of my journey. I don't go fit to watch your life." Oh. So I entered the office. As the guy sat me down, he looked at me, he told me that he wished someone would put a bullet in the head of the president. By then, Obama was president. I looked at him. He was already signed. He was going to give me the contract. But I looked at him and said, "Why would you say such a thing?" I said, "No, that's not the right thing to say." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because this guy practically just killed Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden that cost 300 lives, that killed 300 Americans. And why would someone want to kill him?" You look, "Well, because because he's a Muslim, he's an idiot." I said, "No, no, 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 don't say that. Don't say that. This guy is a good guy. He's a wonderful guy. He's the president of the US, and we have to respect him." "Okay, I don't want to talk about that." So he said, "I like people like you. I like people like you." So what do you mean by that? "I like people like you, not the other black people." He said, I said, "So I was, I was like, what do you mean?" He said, "Because you now know, because of my name, because of one, I'm from Nigeria, not from the United States." I say, "I like people like you. I don't like the other black people. They are lazy, they do drugs, they don't like to work." I say, "No, no, 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 you can't say that. People, look at people that play in the NBA. Yeah, for you to be able to play and be athletic like that, you must have to have discipline. You must have to work hard. You must have to you have to always be on the right side no matter what, because that is the only constant. When you start battling, and I can tell you why, because there's one guy they call Brian, Andy. Andy is another black guy that I finally met while on that contract, while I was there doing that job. Andy is a black guy. And he saw me and he was trying to do the same thing like me. But the problem with Andy is like Andy always aligns himself with the racist white people. Whenever there's a racist white guy, he's talking about black people. He say, yeah, man, I'm not talking about those black people. You know, they're lazy. Man, look, why are you talking about your fellow people like that? You say, man, you know, you're in the white industry. You have to be among them. You have to talk like them. You have to agree with them. I said, no, don't do that. Me and Andy, we kept on clashing. They gave him a contract.
But I want to ask you a question. But see, now you're talking about a developed society whereby merit, it's what they see. Nobody sees. Yes, some people can see your color for skin.
Also, I would like to
but
answer
they
the
will
question
answer
when
you.
you're done.
So they will answer you. I am talking about me, Osai. Yeah, strong.
Okay.
Also,
So now it takes. Okay, so now I'm going to round up with this. Okay, it takes. I know sometimes it's hard, especially when things are tough in Nigeria, especially when access to cash and income, job, and all that opportunities are limited. But I can tell you for sure. Okay, when you and I and the next man start standing on the way of righteousness, on the way of truth, on the path of honesty, I guarantee you that it becomes infectious. Even those people that are trying to pollute you will now say, man, you know, this guy, he has a point. I mean, I'm criminal, but this guy is good. Okay, let me pretend to be good. Before you know, he's pretending to be good. Before you know, it becomes infectious. These things are infectious. The reason why criminality is prevalent is because people are reluctant to even try to start doing the right thing. That is why, look at war against discipline. I was a kid when war against discipline started. Why? Why? You go to motor park, people are lining up. You go to anywhere, people are lining up. War against discipline. People were actually behaving themselves. It's infectious. Doing good is infectious. But it's only when people have decided that I don't want to be the first person to want to do good. That is when it becomes prevalent that bad people just dominate everywhere. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, also, I will answer your question too. That's a very, very critical question, by the way. Very, very critical. Because you know, how we were raised. I always say it in a space. We are raised as criminals. Like there is a criminal element in all of us. How do I know so? Why I say so is because when you go to a household in Nigeria, and I knew it. I only knew that when I came to US, because when I came to US, you know, when you meet the children, they will say, "Hey, Uncle Kenny, how are you? How was work? How was school?" If you have kids, they will ask you about your children. If you're doing exam, they will ask you about how is your exam. They will ask you all those type of necessary questions. In Nigeria, once you step into a house, what will a child ask you? Brother Osa, Uncle Osa, did you buy me bread? Uncle Osa, give me money. That's when I knew how much damaged we have become in Nigeria. So even with that, if I am faced with the circumstances that you described, the only thing that will make me stand firm, if it was only me, maybe I would take it. But when I remember me on my small personal capacity, the phone calls I receive all the time of people that I used 200,000 naira for, 50,000 naira that in the hospital, that if I did not send that money to them, they would have been dead today. And I'm not saying this mighty word. There are people that have called, they could not gain access into the hospital. They are outside. And they are with I know they will die with the sickness they have. And only 200,000 naira of my money, or 100,000, sometime it was 1 million, has saved their life. When I remember those individuals, I don't think I will take that money. I believe firmly I will not take that money. When I remember this, or people that have what's this asthma, that need their medication and they don't have it. And the ordinary 30,000, they are looking for it. And I've afforded it to all these type of people in several times. When I remember those individuals, I will not take that money. Knowing how much that small money that I have spent have saved the life of these people. There was a lady that is the most of my testimony now. I came to America newly that time. She has this stuff in her neck. I forgot what disease is called. That was a friend to my mom.
Is it Goita?
Goita, yes. That lady became like
Your neck.
broom. Like broom. I don't know if that lady would have survived maybe the next 2 months. I could remember that time. And I sent money. They went and bought that medicine in Onitsha. 150,000. That lady today, it wasn't even my connection that made her rich today. When after taking that medication, that's how this lady started coming back. From there, he got a connection of one man he built house for. He helped him build house, and that person gave him another person, another person, another person. When I look at these people, 150, this lady would have been dead. Today, that lady is building her own house. So how can I stand and take that money? That money to me will look like a blood money. Like I'm drinking.
You are in a place. Let me
that's
Osa,
the only
real
part
quick,
for me.
You are
It
in
will
a
be
place. You
hard.
are in a place of. You are in a place of plenty. I am telling you. I'm telling you.
let me
On the person that doesn't
Talking
have.
about two of you, I said America. So you guys are a little bit privileged. So I'm telling you,
Maybe
one,
another
put it
person
like
that has
Okay, no.
See, I said out of 100. Listen. Out
I
of 100
understand yours,
Nigerians,
sir.
who will take it?
Okay, so
Out of 100
Osa,
Nigerians, how many of
let me
us
say
take
this
that
real
money?
quick.
How
Osa, let
many?
me say this real quick, okay? I think we all heard of this guy that went viral on social media about 3 years ago. Extraordinary marketer that came, that was doing video of he was selling fruits on the road, and he was saying, from Canada to this. He was, he was really, I think he went real viral on social media back then. But I think what happened was that when when I saw the video, I saw this guy. First of all, he was an Igbo guy, from Abia State, and he was selling. He was really, really good at selling his fruits. Whether it's banana, he said, hey, this banana is calcium. He's gonna make your body very good. This, that, and then he's coming. This orange is gonna be this. He's gonna very young boy around, I think 11 or 12. I'm not quite sure. So when I saw this, I said, man, this guy is a good marketer because he became very popular. But then his mother now, so I saw another video about him. His mother described how they were living in the northern states, and his father was the husband was a victim of one of the terrorists, and they killed his father. And since they killed his father, so she now ran back to the south to Abia State, and since then she doesn't have money. All the other children, they've dropped out of school and they've moved out, and remaining this guy that is actually going out every day to help sell fruits and oranges just to bring income for her, and maybe one of the remaining children or so to feed. And as I saw this, okay, first of all, this guy is the guy that the little kid was very, very smart because he's actually very effective at doing marketing, but he's not, but he had to drop out of school. So the woman now said, hey, so they did not ask the boy. I think what touched me was when they asked the boy, so what would he like, to tell people? I think someone interviewed him and asked, what would he like to share with people who are watching? And he said he just wants to go back to school. That he dropped out. He was supposed to start SS1, but he dropped out because there's no money to do this and that and that and that. And that was about 3 years ago. So I now, I just kind of slept. I didn't bother about it. After about 3 or 4 days, I'm just started bothering me. I started thinking to myself, this is a talent that could blossom into something. This is somebody that is responsible for his mother's welfare. This and probably his other siblings. And he's doing all he can to provide, to do the right, to be on the right path. He could have easily gone into Yahoo because he's very smart, and the way he talks, he's very persuasive. He could have gone into Yahoo. He could have gone into a life of crime, but he's actually dedicating himself to doing the right thing. It is very important that this guy does not fall into a life of crime. And something touched me. I tried to reach out to the guy and say, look, go and get a school and I'll put you on a scholarship. I'll pay your school fees. And everything that you want, school fees, school uniforms, books and everything. I sent a message. Before I reached him, I gave him an award. I said, look, you're under my foundation, Gospel Foundation. I'm going to take care of all your school fees going forward. Don't worry about that, feeding and all that. I mean, he was happy. The first term he was in school, he was still trying to do videos and all that. He talked about it. He was in school, he was doing videos and all that. But his grades were not really, really that good. And I wasn't really happy because I expected that, okay, when he's smart, but he's splitting his time doing video, doing skits, and trying to do school. So I got on the phone with him. I called him. I said, hey, look, Chibueze, school, skit, yeah, that's money, but it's going to come and go. You need to focus on school because the grade you make, the knowledge you acquire while in secondary school and your WAEC is going to determine how your future is going to be. So I gave him like a 3 hours advice, like mentor. I talked to him, I found out what subject he's lacking and what. After talking to him, I told him, if you still want to be doing skits, you can keep it just to weekends, but don't do it on every day. You can keep it on Saturdays and Sundays, but the Monday to Friday, please focus on school. I want your grades to be up. Do you know that this guy went back and since that semester, the guy has been on top of every time he could send me, after the end of semester, he will send me his result. I'll look at it, I'll encourage him. I will keep encouraging him, talking to him on the phone, and advising him. Now he's in his final year, he's about to take his WAEC and NECO, and he is super smart. I talked to him a couple of days ago with his mom. His mom was thanking me and sending me voicemail and I said, no, I'm happy that he's not Yahoo because someone like him would have been easily co-opted into the Yahoo, gang, or a life of crime because there's no way to go. So the point I'm trying to make is this. When you have one or two people begin to, you see, not everybody wants to walk the wrong path or wants to go the path of evil or bad. Most people, no matter how they are, really want to do good because they're not seeing the opportunity. That's why they stick to life of crime and life of badness and all that. And as I always told all my friends around me, I say, look, I'm not going to judge you for you swindling me or me, coming with scam or whatever. I give you money and then you don't. I'm not going to judge you. I'm going to blame the system. The system does not create opportunities. It's different here in the US. In the US, when I want to move, like what I say, when I want to move from one house, like when I had to get a new house and I want to move my things from one house to the other, all I did was I went online. I Googled, I said, who's the mover? Boom, boom. 3 black guys, boom. I contacted them. They said they're going to charge this amount of money. I said, okay, do you have a cash app? They said, yeah. I have not met these guys before. I don't know their name. I don't know what they look like. I just met them online. I just sent them the whole money. I said, okay, come on, when you come tomorrow, we'll start moving. Shwan, this thing, boom, 9 o'clock in the morning, they showed up. As they showed up, I just gave them the key of the house. Boom. I said, my address, you need to move it. It's going to be so and I just left. I went about my business. I said, I'll meet them there in the other place, later in the evening. Do you know, these guys, they moved everything from my old house to the new house, and they waited for me. As soon as they finished moving, they called me, they finished moving it. I said, okay, boom, keep the key on so place, whatever, and I paid them everything. This will not happen in Nigeria. Why? Because people will be tempted to, first of all, when they collect the money, you meet them online, they won't see them again. Because how do you know them? Or two, when you give them the key of your house to go and move your things, they will disappear with half of your property. But these guys, they moved everything was perfect. The point I'm trying to make is this: the tendency of human being is to do right. But when you have a majority of the population always wanting to do wrong, that changes the coloration of everybody else. It's not everybody in Nigeria that wants to do wrong. People really, really want good governance. People really want to do right. People want to have a responsible livelihood. People don't really want to be doing Yahoo or doing 419 or doing rituals or killing people. No. That is the mistake we make. People don't want to always take bribe. People don't want to get handout from politicians. They want to earn a living in an honest way, have a job, work, and earn a living. The problem is that there is majority of us that think that everybody is a criminal and you have to treat them like criminals and beggars. We have to begin to change our mindset and begin to treat people more honorably, even if sometimes they disappoint us. My family, there are friends and family that 90% of them, they scam and collect money from another. I tell them, no, it's okay.
I want to ask you a question. If Obi Kubana, have you gone to Obi Kubana social media page?
Yeah, that guy's
Wait, hold on. Let me hold on. No, because I don't want to be saying these things. I'm talking about every Nigerian now. Have you gone to Obi Kubana social media page? When you go to his social media page, when the guy posts coming up from the Northwest Colina, when you post with one business, logistic business, have you read the comments? Have you read the comments in that place? Have you seen the mindset of how we think? And do you see that we are a serious mess? When you see everybody say, "Oh God,
My
Baba God,
friend
when you
was
see my
just
own
telling
son."
me the same thing this morning, and I say I'm not in
Oh
social
God,
media.
wait,
I'm
have you
only
seen
on
Imoli?
Twitter.
Have you seen Imoli posting wearing those flamboyant clothes like this was that guy, one of those wrestlers, dresses like that, going around. Did you see the comment of people there? In as much as people know that these things that these guys are doing are not legit. So do you see the comments there? You see praises. Even when somebody says these things are not this, everybody will descend on that person. Consider there. When you reach your turn, don't do anything, blah, 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 blah. So what does it show you? We worship money. We worship money. Everybody wants to be like them.
We have been completely conditioned to be like that, and it will be
Yes.
hard to brush. That's why I say it will only take
Very difficult.
that squeeze of sugar. There is a comment that Oti made, I think it was today or yesterday. He said if he has not succeeded on anything, he has succeeded today in returning a dignity to the people of Abia. That's his comment. Very profound. And how can we get there for Nigeria? That's the problem that we all speaking grammar for. Because once Nigeria tests that drop of water in this desert,
it is possible, but it will take you another maybe 10, 20 years.
No. Don't say 10, 20 years. All it takes is just one good administration for everything to change, just like Abia State.
No, now stop. Don't see when you say good administration. Governance does not end at the villa. Villa takes only something percent of your revenue. Yes, they do monetary policy.
Are you saying one person
policy.
in Asrot cannot change it also? Is that what you're saying?
We need 36
No. Osa, one president.
Wait.
Osa, have you watched Ghana?
No.
Have you watched the guy from Ghana? What that guy is doing?
Do you operate like us when you share money and revenue to governors?
Okay,
Huh?
also,
Ghana is sharing money the same way Nigeria is sharing money now. In fact, they give money to their House of Assemblies to go and do projects.
I think
but if you see what that president is doing, what's his name again? Is it Mahama or
Mahama?
Mahama is pulling. Mahama is not even pulling only Ghana anymore. He's pulling Africa behind. He has put Africa as the way.
My brother. Let me tell you. No, hold on, my brother. Before you answer, let me tell you this simple question now. We have spent like 30 minutes now talking about Governor Oti. Now look at it this way now. We have talked about just only one governor out of 35. Now, most people here cannot even quickly point somewhere and say, this guy is like Governor Oti in Benue. This guy is like Governor Oti in Niger. This is like Governor Oti like in Edo. This guy is like Governor Oti like that. Do the same thing. I'm seeing social media when people are saying, let them go and borrow Governor Oti to come to their state and govern for 1 year. I see people make that tweet on social media.
They want to do hypochess.
Let him come and work for them. So when you belittle our problem to somebody sitting there in the villa with his ministers, will solve the rot. How many healthcare in villages?
Okay, so let me make a correction. Okay, I think the problem we think when we say somebody is going to be successful or bring good governance is, the person is going to dedicate capital expenditure to building infrastructures, building these, so they making sure the money. No, what we actually wanting. What we talk about good governance is creating transparency, so that, because realistically, and if you look at, because I'm a business, I'm an entrepreneur, so I always look at, a system based on businesses. Okay, in business, you don't create value without having to have investments. Investment, when you make X amount of investment will result in X amount of growth in cash flow. That is always how business works. For you cannot experience any growth in cash flow without having some injection of capital, some injection of investments, whether it's loan or equity investment. But you have to have some kind of investment. So the point I'm trying to make is this: what Nigeria is lacking right now, most importantly, is to be able to grow is investment. People that will come in and invest. I'm not talking about investment within. Well, outside investment, because if you look at the business, if you're investing within, okay, Benny, but you have to, when you seek investors to come in and invest in the company, they take up equity and they put in their cash into an asset or maybe capital expenditure that will help the business grow. Or you get a loan. But here's the thing: loan is finite. There's an X amount of loan you can get because loan is always collateralized based on your existing assets. But equity investment is unlimited. It depends on what the person perceives as the potential for cash flow, future cash flow. So the point I'm trying to make is this: when you create an environment where the investment climate is punitive to external investors, potential outside money, you are not going to experience remarkable or the significant growth that you expect. For example, when investors that are outside peep into Nigeria and see what they did with Landmark, $250 million investment completely wiped out without any explanation. When the investors look and peep, hold on, let me finish.
Landmark was not completely
Okay,
wiped
hold on,
out.
let me finish. Let me finish. When they peep and see this US lady that invested in so-called real estate and Omai decided to completely decimate her investment. When they look at opportunity, and I can talk about mine because mine is a first-hand experience. When I wanted to bring in an oil and gas project, what about $250 million? I had investors in the Texas that were willing to put in money. I had technical partners. I had everything. And we came to Nigeria ready to deploy our capital and our resources and our technology in Nigeria. People in Aso Rock were asking for $3 million bribe before they even look at our investment opportunities, only because we needed to get a license from them so that we can be able to do our project. They were not going to bring a single naira or a single dollar into the investment. 3 times I tried that, and they were asking for bribe on 3 different occasions for 3 different oil and gas projects. So when you have that, so after that, I started hearing of what Geometric had gone through just to be able to set up a power plant that would even create and drive manufacturing and industrialization within Nigeria. And yet, the system was working hard to make sure that did not come to life, if not because of Governoti and what he did to make sure that came to life. When I look at how the system in Nigeria is designed to ensure that investment opportunities does not survive or are destroyed at inception, then that makes it even impossible. I guarantee you right now as we speak, there are more than 1,000 Nigerians in diaspora. Let me talk about US that have millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of opportunities that they want to bring to Nigeria. But what's going to happen when they bring it? With all the criminal climate, business climate, is this situation whereby they're going to destroy?
My brother, hold on. You see, when we talk these things, we just fix it. That's why I see we are fixated in the national election. Yes, good, because of the drive monetary policies, economic policy direction are cool. Now you want to bring money in to Nigeria now, Abi? You want to bring investments. Who owns the land?
We acquired the land. We bought the property. We bought the property that we're going to stop the infrastructure.
The land belongs to state.
Okay, it belongs to state, but we're leasing it for 99 years.
No, wait, now, hold on. Now, let's start going now. So let us organize. Let us not just be carried away by this thing. We're not in America. We are in the concrete jungle. So stop talking about America. Talking about Africa. Concrete jungle. We have problem of ethnicity. We have religion. We have everything. We have the politics. We have everything here. So it's not going to wipe out in one presidential term or 2 presidential term or 4. It's not going to wipe out. It's a gradual process for you to change the mindset. American government has come and go. The racism towards the black people and Latino people has not changed.
Ask yourself,
So no. See, so listen. What I'm saying is that you need 36 focused people like the likes of Oti to rule. So anybody that's in the villa, they will complement that action.
That brings me with this question. Mehema, because like you say, don't go to America. I don't even refer America for anything anymore. I refer Oti and Ghana. Oti for state and Ghana for national. Ghana, this Mehema, you ask yourself, what happened? He's just 12 months in office, right? The other president that left, What happened? Isn't it those bad governors, bad this, bad king, bad?
How do they share their revenue, my brother?
Huh?
You see. Let me give you
No,
a quick
but
example.
the
When
guy
Obasanjo
is
came in,
making a
no,
huge.
hold on. See, let me tell you. Listen. When Obasanjo came in, Obasanjo did so many things against the constitution, and people said he was like acting like a dictator. One, when you say this is the benchmark, because the constitution has, you have to go back and change constitution to change many things for Nigeria to even move forward. When they say this is the benchmark of oil, is $30. If we sell above $30, $5 or $10, we're going to keep it somewhere for saving for rainy days. We're going to keep it there as profit, keep it there. We share $30 among the three tiers of government. Federal government takes its percentage, state government takes percentage, local government takes its percentage. State government has 100% right of what they want to do with their money. They can go and do it. Same with local government. Federal government does what they want to do with their money. Because that's what the constitution says. Now, Obasanjo say they do escrow accounts, they do all this one, in which, in a good sense, was a good thing. But the governors challenged him and said, "This is not what is
Also,
unconstitutional."
I will not use
Obasanjo, as a military
Obasanjo
man,
as a
stood.
yardstick
No,
for good governance.
hold on. I'm going to tell you, Obasanjo stood his ground. Jonathan came. The likes of Amechi and Co, Saraki and Co said, "This thing, you cannot do what the Obasanjo was doing." And that was how they shared that money from those places. That money was shared because it is their right. It is their constitutional right to collect that money. Now, they collected that money from the post and it came to them, which is not like a surplus. What did they do with that money? Now, look at the things that is happening to Nigeria now that we cannot solve. Do you know Obasanjo said, I will give you counterpart funding for UPEC. Do you know Obasanjo started UPEC? So many of the things that you are seeing today, started under Obasanjo, universal basic education. You will bring this amount. If you bring this amount of money, the federal government will match that amount of money for you. I give it to you for you to run universal basic education in your state. Now, some states will go and find that money from bank and everything and put down. And once the federal government sees their own parts, federal government gives them give them their own counterpart funding. Now, what the state do? State withdraws that money and does not invest that money back to education. That money is now used as a slush fund for campaigns and other stuff. They are using it anyhow. So the first question that you need to ask yourself is that economic policies is being managed. Yes, it's being dictated by the federal government. Now, if the federal government dictates good economic policies now, what is the state doing to do? The mass transportation belongs to the state. How do you call it? Education belongs to the state. Out of school students we're talking about belongs to the state.
Okay, see,
Expo belongs to the state.
let me
inject
something.
Eh?
Let me inject something real quick.
Godswill, I will round up and you just go, please.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. Also, you know why it will work? Because that person in the center will create an enabling environment for a governor that really wants to work. And when that governor is doing well, and 2 or 3 is doing well, and other people are beginning to see, mind you, what is helping these governors to stand still in their evil is the center. Also, we can agree on that. The only thing that makes these bad governors stand firm is the government of the center. Like Wike is only standing. Wike was able to defeat this guy back to back. It's just because of Tinubu. If you remove Tinubu, Fubara would have whipped Wike left, right, and center and throw him in the gutter. And he will be forgotten. He will chase his family, his lineage out of River State. So the only thing that makes him standing today is that government of the central. So if the government of the central creates an enabling environment, and mind you, what is dragging Nigeria as of today is the rule of law. So if the government of center begins to obey the rule of law, everything in Nigeria will change. Leave this, my God will say, bring this investment, build this, My brother, if this government of the center today begins to abide by the rule of law, that thing is the biggest, is the biggest asset of any country. Rule of law. Once they can do that, Nigeria will begin to transform. And that's why I say, if you go to Ghana with Mahama, right? The guy is just 12 months. He has not even changed their constitution. Their constitution is on a review. He put a panel to review their constitution. Why is everything changing so fast in Ghana? Within 12 months. that this guy took power. Just within 12 months, everything is changing. Ghana is changing. Ghana is trying not to export their raw materials. Raw materials to raw material. The guy is stopping their raw. So why is everything changing so fast? Just within 12 months. The same governors that are still there, most of the ministers, some of the House of Assembly and all of that, they are still there. But this guy came in and everything is changing. So I strongly believe the person with the highest fame of the government in Nigeria, one person can trickle down. He can shake Nigeria. If that person decides to adhere to the rule of law and do the right thing, it will touch everywhere in Nigeria. Because it will get to the point where Dr. AI will be in his state and is watching OT doing this. He said, what the hell is my governor doing? And he now see my governor is a hell. And there's no government of the central to back their governor out. AI can easily organize a protest and stone his governor and stone the crap out of him because there's no government of the central to come and save him. But what do we have today? What we have today is that while you're planning your protest, the government of the central will come in and, so that's this ASROC of Nigeria is where the solution is.
This is easier for the leadership in Ghana because there are like 36 million people. Do you think that would
my brother, leave that number.
brother.
They have those division, Yusuf. They have those division in Ghana.
That division is not as
Yusuf is just joking. Yusuf is just joking. He's trying to joke. But here's the thing. But here's the thing, okay? Oh no, Yusuf, you're joking because I mean, in design, you create a model, and then that model.
Have those divisions in Ghana. They do.
But whether we like it or not, some states have been lucky with their governors. I will even give an example of the OT you are mentioning. When FG made minimum wage 75K, OT went to 110K for civil servants. So some states, regardless, had governors that are performing. They are lucky about that. Some states are very unlucky with the kind of governors they have. So you cannot really take...
But Yusuf, the
Like
government
Sokoto
of the
State,
center
Sokoto
can
baby.
become the people's advocate of every state. Why is it
Kenny,
that...
Oh God, you go and read your
Yeah.
constitution or check the constitution. Let us see. We are talking about constitution here, my brother.
Kenny, number
Constitution.
matters. Number matters.
1999 till date, we're waiting for the center. It's not working. And I just give an example. We can't keep waiting for the center. When I don't change our topic, but I'm enjoying the space.
Okay, but Yusuf, who put this guy Ododo? Zebin Ododo, they call him for Kogi.
It was a Bello now.
Okay, so who put
White
Okpabelo?
White Lion.
If you say
It was-
center, we can't be crying about center. Who put Okpabelo? Who put Ododo?
APC party now.
I saw.
You they say them.
yeah.
So now they answer question like baby now.
See, my brother, let me tell you the first question. The first question here that for you to do, that I expect you to answer here is, you need a complete electoral reform. Not this one half patch we are doing. Go back to Justice, late Justice, may God bless his soul, Mohammed Wire's panel review. Just think it here and there. Just do some small thing there. You need a foolproof electoral reform law, foolproof that you be increasing it every day. Do you know why I said so? Once you do that, these charlatans we are seeing there will not contest. It's all these people I was shouting about Atiku, Appeal, Bitswap, they will not be there. We'll be talking about OT, Akiuba additional, and some other people that will come in because they will go to one party. They know that they will tell us what they will do. And we say we'll listen to them
I
and
think
vote
if
for
we
them.
want to do electoral reform,
And they vote to
also, let's
couch.
be realistic. If we really want to do electoral reform, let's be realistic. Let's grab power pace. Because these guys will not do any reform. Because any reform.
No. I'm just saying to echo what they're saying, to even support them on that. We can get there until we get that electoral, because that's when the good quality people will come. The same way you go, the same way a Nigerian can go somewhere in the council in America and win the election. You tell them what they want to hear. Tell them. And if you don't do, if you fuck up after 4 terms, they
Any
drag you
reform
out.
that you're trying to project now
They bring
is at
somebody
the
in.
detriment of the incumbent. Maybe they might cost them their seats. So they will not pass those things into law.
Yes, that's why I say
They will
you
not
can,
pass.
until we get to that point, that's when we can start seeing good governance.
I agree
everywhere.
that once
Everywhere.
is the first thing is how to put somebody there. Yes, that is I agree. Is how could you put somebody there to make? I agree, but what what we
That
are
will do the work, not to go there and change his mind later.
can one person in ASROC make a huge dent, a change in Nigeria. Yeah, and my thing is yes,
Of course,
100%.
What about the senators? What about the House of Reps? If you are the good person that's so wrong, and you have the opposition controlling 2 houses, how will you win?
If
depends on
the rule of law, if the president is adhering to the rule of law, why will a senator be breaking that rule of law?
Okay, let me give you let me give you a typical example now. It has been projected that at least one of the houses in America will go to the Democrats in November. Either one or the two. And if it's the two, then Trump is finished. That's why you see him fighting now. He's finished. Why he's finished? He has committed so many impeachable offenses. So if the two houses go to the Democrats, they will go for blood. And when they go for blood, they will impeach him, they will impeach his vice. And the speaker, who is going to be a Democrat, will now go and become president until the next election. So it is party politics. If your opposition are in power in the House of Assembly, in the National Assembly, they will frustrate you. It is done everywhere globally. Forget that is politics, because they too want to come to that seat. So if you bring any bill, you say no, you are spending money, you are not spending this money. I mean, no, this one, no. Look at the last 2 years of
Sorry, my brother.
the last 2 years
Without trying to interrupt you, I'm happy that Peter Obi conquered that. Peter Obi set out the model, and so it is possible. Thank you. Continue your conversation.
But they pitched it twice. If not for
you get impeached.
That brings us back to what Kenny was talking about, the rule of law.
You get impeached for doing the wrong thing.
That brings us back to what Kenny was saying about the rule of law. So that's a very critical part of this conversation. So continue. Sorry, I just had to chip that in.
So I agree with you. So okay, now whether you like it or not, in between that time, there was a period that they impeached him, put his deputy. It took another 1 year or so to go to the court, go to the Supreme Court, and get reinstated. And Yaradua was one that reinstated him.
And then he was the president who wanted the rule of law to happen, that insisted that the rule of law should take place.
To go. So now why I'm saying all this is that if we get the constitutional rights, tell you about impeachment, tell you about the campaign, all those stuff, and you get your electoral law rights, because if your constitution is right and you have the electoral law rights and you separate the arms of judiciary is on its own, so it doesn't at the whim and caprice of any president, not for you to give their houses. Like we keep saying that building houses there, I'm giving their houses there. No, if you are doing that one, if they are under your pocket, if they are separate, they have a first line charge to their own revenue. I mean, their own expenditure. There's a first line charge that's sent from central bank to them. If you do all those things, then we have set a path to get you to the promised land. So, like I said, the promised land is not going to be one time, 2 times.
See, all of these good policies, we have them in this country. They are on their tables. It's just the implementation that is the problem. See, every single good idea that people bring, they accept them and they enforce them. But it's the implementation that is a big problem in this country. You can have the best ideas and they will just put it on one side. Like, they can even put it into law, but to implement it is a problem. So all these things we're talking about, they're there. It's not that they're not there, or we don't have smart people that are ready to bring out this type of good policies and innovations. We have them and we have the capability to, but the implementation is a very, very serious problem we have in this country, to implement something so that it will work and it will work.
See, and that's what I get to support you. We don't even have the right personnel manning our civil service, because the best of us are supposed to be in the civil service in any good country. The best of us are supposed to be in the civil service. So the best brains. So when you go to AB, you go to University of Sokoto, anywhere, you take the best of those people in that class. Those people that are not the one that do anyhow to get to place. They are the ones that should be in the civil service, not the retards, not the failures that people just say due to political patronage. You give us list. You want to bring people from villages and say go and enter there. Because when you get the eggheads in Ministry of Finance, because they are the one, because minister come and go, Palm secretary and co are there. They move around. So minister come, go, minister come, go, minister come, go. So they are the ones that will now run the country. But you see, part of our massive corruption that we have in the country is also the civil service working hand in hand, glove in gloves, together with the politician to steal the money. Now, so how do we change that mindset? Because whether you like it or not, they are too a part of our problem. So it's going to be like an organ sweep that you have to sweep everybody. These people, they are so corrupted that you have to sweep them. Show me how many directors in Abuja, how many palm sectors that are not billionaires. Tell me now, how many of them, they're all billionaires. How many? It's only if out of let's say they are 10,000 or 1,000. Maybe 100 people are.
Civil servant. Then go they say is spend $1 million.
See now when they pay $5 million, they pay $5 million. How much is salary in NPC? Okay. Let us say NPC is paying him 10 million naira a month. 10 million naira a month. That is 120 million. They will take taxes from it. 120 million. By the time they take taxes from it, the houses, they're giving you free house, they're paying housing. Okay, there's a big director quarters in NPC. Okay, they're giving you as a GM and code, they're giving those things. Okay, how much will you survive? So even if you earn 100 million naira as your take-home pay in Nigeria after taxes, it's still not enough based on the current inflation that you have. Then for you to send your child not to one roadside Louisiana, I bet you call a New Orleans State University, or I bet you call a one local school, to the Ivy League, to the apex of American institution, apex of global educational distance. Everybody wants to enter Harvard, Oxford. You take them there as a civil servant working on the government's own agency.
Best for his children. Didn't you understand? That's why he took them to the best in the world.
But I don't say you shouldn't get the best of your children, but you are stealing from the treasury. You are collecting bribes. You are collecting kickbacks. You are giving people permission to go and pay
stealing from other children. And using 10x amounts to go and sponsor his own children. Why stealing from the 12 over 20 million children who are living in the north?
If he has told it, I'm sure if you go to Sokoto State and ask Sokoto State, there will be at least 1 million people roaming about, no school, no nothing, no share school. The car. If he has stolen that money and go back to Sokoto State and do what you would, you steal from the federal government, go to Sokoto State and put borehole there, do this one there. See, let me tell you, there's one guy that I follow, Bello Gadadachi. I know some of you guys will know him. So there was one time, he does his criticism.
I know Bello.
So Bello now showed me one place that he went to one village in Kano, and that village don't have water. You know, when you're watching something, as if you're watching a horror film when you're small, something will happen. I was watching it at this old age that I am now. I was feeling it. Then because I know Kano, I was looking at that place. It was showing us the water that those people were drinking from the Rija, that's river in Hausa. Look at the water they were drinking from. That for them to even get a maternity center for those women to give birth and cope. Forget though, Nigeria has the highest infant mortality rate about born and child death, one of the highest, if not second or first. So for those women to go and meet a midwife in the next place, at the back of, sometimes they'll carry them in their back, or put them carry them to that place. That is like almost an hour by Okada to go to the town that they place here. Now, I renovated the dilapidated building that has been kept there for many years. Ask me how much. I think we put the bed, put the doctor's places or the nurse's places together. What's that video on this page? And what about a place that they went to dig a borehole? A borehole that cost Bello and his friend about 1.something million for them to drink water in one of these villages in Kano. They were doing it around Kano. Is it not the wickedness for people, for a governor? If that same governor there was putting money in his bada, left, right, and center, hiding money, doing everything, those monies were supposed to be monies that even they say, why you pay me this money? Go and do your work. So you can see how wicked these people are. But their children are in Queen Mary School in America, in London, doing all those things. Everybody's children are there. Show me one person that his child is in the ABU. His child is University of Benin. His child is University of Lagos. I remember during the military time, ABU went to go to ABU, see the barons, the general student.
Came to ABU.
No, yes, that's why I said during the military time, you go to General Garba Duba's son. Duba was in ABU now.
I saw some of them.
Gado son, they were in ABU now.
Exactly.
So in ABU those time in the early late 80s and 90s, they were there now. Just one of them went to school. They even formed a call called the barons. They were roving around among themselves in Kaduna and Ku, from Kaduna to Zaria and Ku, enjoying life. They were there now. But now show me one person, even us middle class now, we are struggling to carry our children to Canada. Canada, this thing, everybody wants to go because everything is dead here. So those are the issues. Those are the issues that they are not even funding state education. They are stealing the money. They are not even funding universities in the states. They are stealing the money. They are not even funding permanent health care. They are stealing the money. They are not even funding education. They are stealing the money. Cannot pay teachers. They cannot pay pensioners. You can't even pay pensioners. If not for Obasanjo that came to do this pension thing, some of the old pensioners, they cannot pay them. They'll go and stand in that place. Now, you sit down from the window and you see your colleagues, some of your senior colleagues, coming standing outside carrying placard. Then you tell me with your heart that you will not steal federal government money as a civil servant, knowing fully well that in 4 years, 5 years time, retirement will meet you. You will be one of those people downstairs with placard every day saying, "Minister, come and pay us money." So you will steal. So you must steal that money because you are going to steal for the raining days because salary will not come again. So you are going to start stealing to put one business. Is that not why a former MD of Nigeria NAPC has money in one Barnawa area, one place in Kaduna there, put dollars inside and close the place? Because he did not give his relatives money. That's why this one now want to do whistleblowing. They want to carry that money from that man. Is it Andrew or one guy from Kaduna that was former MD of Andrew Yakubu? He went to stash dollars in one remote place that nobody will ever suspect.
In KD, yes, I saw those. I remember those videos. Plenty cash.
So he went to put dollars in places that nobody else will ever suspect that money is here. Look at when you go to one kind of Uganda, you can never expect somebody to come and put dollar in one house here. That is the commonwealth of the people. If they are sold that money and built a school in his village and say everybody for Canada go to school for free, if tomorrow they catch you, all of us that starting he did party, but I know he did it for the community. But no, these guys are stashing money for themselves, and they are yet unborn children that they don't need those monies for. So they want to continue life. Every year we budget for SUV at their own comfort. SUV. My wife told me one time that when she was in America, her uncle was driving. So uncle was driving fast. So when they now go to one place, I want one traffic light. Say, I want to show you something. So when you now go to that place, you now say, look at the person on the right there. You want Cadillac car. You know that they are Cadillac cars. The guy belted up. He said that's the senator representing. They have the senior and junior senator. That's the senior senator representing the state of Maryland in the Capitol Hill. So he drives from Baltimore to Capitol Hill, which is about an hour something. He drive there in the morning and go back. Biden, throughout his time as senator, was taking the train. If you have gone to America before, was taking the train from Washington, from Capitol from like in the 70s, we came to that Capitol as a House of Rep to Senator, was taking the train from Capitol every day, the Union Station to Delaware. He would stop at Delaware Station and take the cab from his parking lot and drive to his house. That's where his family was. They would come back until he became the Vice President of America. That's when he now went to that house and started staying. That's when, after that, in the morning, he went to take the train again. Remember that? Look at that video after he left. This last one. No, he went to take the train at the Union Station and go back to Delaware. Because that's where they come from. But look at our own. We have privileges. They don't pay them. Go and check how much. Nobody gives you money for cars as a senator in America. House of Friends. Nobody gives you money for cars. They don't give you. Nobody gives you for bus and nobody gives you all those things. You fly yourself. You say you want to serve your people. Now you say you want to serve. So the salary they will pay maybe $1,000 or something per annum. That's what they will pay you. Maybe for small packs. They want to go for oversight. Want to go overseas. Want to go ahead. But for that one, but who pays those fees? So those are the issues now. So when we are comparing, we are in a African country. I don't want to categorize Nigeria. We are in a place that we all of us are greedy people. We want to outdo each other. We want to show wealth. When I see people in parties, the Kubanas of this other throwing money, you see people say, God, when is my turn? God, when you go do it for me? God of Kubana, answer me. Nobody know how that money came in from nowhere. You are a billionaire. Nobody know. When Hush Puppy was in Dubai, do you know how many Nigerians were worshiping that man? Even when they forced that man, some people are still worshiping the guy. So the issue is that we have the dollar loss.
I made a tweet today. I say if Hush Puppy just leave jail tomorrow now and come back to Nigeria and come and contest under APC. You see these people, Omajuwa them, Doggy and Co. They will be the forefront promoting and whitewashing Hush Puppy. Just try it and see. I named them on that tweet.
They will tell you that the guy has repented.
They will tell you that even Peter Obi's cousin, they will look for somebody and draw a mirror and tell you that even these persons did the same thing now. What's the difference?
Yaya Bello collected 80 billion. That is what they know. Yahya Bello paid for his children's school fees till university, masters. He paid in advance for some children will be 5 years old. He paid in advance. He was so stupid that he could not. He went to go to one secondary school and paid money. One of the best secondary schools in Abuja. So he was so stupid that the money that he paid, he should have even used the money that he has stolen to build a secondary school, a primary school, a nursery school, so that even his children can even benefit from going to that school. He was so stupid in his head that he's foolish that okay, even I stole this money. Well, okay, let me use this money to build one
He's in
massive
APC now. He
massive
seems to
secondary
have
school,
been
primary school.
forgiven.
Huh? Nah, he
He
wants
seems to
to
have
go
been
and collect senatorial
forgiven.
seats now. He has promised Tinubu that by crook or by hook, we will deliver the states. Anyhow they want to do it, we will deliver it. A man that see, have you forgotten in the NASA, what's his name? Kogi during that last election when they were voting, when they went to that ballot box, he said when they went to that ballot box, then I saw Natasha Moti, a local government chairman, came with a bike. Remember that video? I don't know if you guys forgot that video. The local government chairman, that's the district, came with a bike. And when you now saw the votes, that the votes was stashed in the PDP's favor for Natasha. You remember he threw the box. There's a video, nobody saw that video now. He destroyed the box. He threw it away, scattered it and moved it, found the old debt and move on. He said the Avenue that divided the road, the government road that is working. They want to take tractor to divide it.
Go dig road. Say they want to do construction. Stop material.
The road they could do, you go spoil up.
Say Natasha no get money to go fill those roads. How INEC want to reach those places? So you have to be ready. You have to be ready.
So you can see that we are dealing with devil people. They are the first people. They are the first people to go to do Umrah. They go to Umrah 30 times. They'll go to Hajj, lesser Hajj 30 times. They'll go to Mecca for pilgrimage 1 billion times. They'll go to Jerusalem. They'll go to Pope. They'll go to Catholic. They'll go to Anglican. They'll go to everything. And they have wicked their hearts. See, let me tell you, I'm sure that the devil is even afraid of Nigerians. That these guys, if I give them a chance to talk about this by kingdom.
Just a safe haven to loot money. That's on the streets.
Okay, so Yadi would enter jets and go to Mecca and Medina and go around the Kaaba. God is very merciful, very merciful God.
Yadi has 5 private jets.
You go around Mecca, you will call all the names. They will come to airport in Zapara. They'll be hailing him.
Yadi, where you talked about, was governor for 8 years, and the enrollment of the school in Zapara was 27.
They didn't even do WAEC. They don't even do WAEC for some years. They don't pay WAEC. They couldn't pay WAEC money. If this boy that came there, this guy, what's called this guy's name?
When it gets to the north, people are going to the north to keep quiet. That's my hypocrisy with the north. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. That's my honest of the honest. When you go there now, they'll just keep quiet for all the time. That's why
my brother said, no be about him with the north. You see, let me tell you what you need to know. You see, let me tell you the problem. Let me tell you the problem Nigeria has. It's as if mass illiteracy is on the rise.
It's going to be on the rise.
Many Nigerians don't even know their rights. They don't even know where their rights starts. They don't even know where their rights begins. So when they come and give them that handout, they will feel as if God has sent their helper to them. See, we are talking about this thing. Go to schools in the south. Go and see worse things too.
See Delta State now. See what Okowa did in Delta.
Yes.
See what Okowa did in Delta.
Go and
Okowa that was.
Go and see worse things that these guys have done. Go and see these guys have done with those things. So it is a nationwide.
People will not do anything in the south, right? You will see us
the difference. Let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you what you know.
Make the reason why this thing happen like that. Yari, for instance, now 27 students were enrolled WAEC at a point in that state when he was governor in that state, right? What did he do to change the effect, right? Tomorrow he's a senator, current senator, and
he didn't he buy Geregu? He bought Geregu from that guy had now.
Because somebody said he was a rich man.
And he's two children by the board. He's two children by the board. He's two young children. They're in the board. You know, all those guys. Let me tell you, Yari's money, from what I was told, came from all those good illegal mining now.
That's what it is.
What's where the money came from? How much IGR? How much IGR? Will you go and target people that are poor and collect money from them?
They are comfortable with it.
So when you see security in the north, this was the state. That state you're talking about. There was one guy that was there before. His name was Alhaji Shehu Kangiwa. That guy came out from that state. That man died on the horse 1981 when he was playing polo in Kaduna. Died when he fell off that horse and the horse clapped on top him. Handsome man. That state produce that kind of man. When that guy is speaking, you will know this one, they know what they talk. Look at the charlatans that are out there now. Now, the one that is there cannot even pronounce English, cannot even speak English. Okay, you cannot speak English. Speak outside to the people.
The governor of our state is very educated guy too. He was chairman of
No. The one is Sokoto State. The one that this guy went to be, this guy. That what you call that guy? This guy went to bring. What's that guy's name? Senator. That former deputy governor became governor. Bagataka Dao or something.
Yes, Ahmad Ali, the current governor.
Yes, went to bring one joker. The guy cannot even read well.
You build more mosque and you can't put Afa for and this.
He says paying. You are building cemeteries so that they will bury people. You are building cemeteries so that will bury people. You are not building vocational centers. We are not building vocational centers. We are not building anything. We are building cemeteries. You are giving people wheelbarrow. Some people are giving people reke.
See Bosun Tijani now. You all thought he was going to.
No, that one I failure now. That one is not a failure.
Tinubu, for instance, right? Let's associate that people who know the problem of Nigeria, right? People died. They can't even travel to go see the people who died. Is it that they don't know the road to the people?
Wait, Odiga, there is a question I want to ask you people. I thought they say they have a united troops that come more than 200 people that join Nigeria.
They never come anything here. So those ones who operate, but when they come, they won't operate as a drone. They will put a drone center where they will monitor drone. And drone they won't work now.
So they not come to people.
As bad as Jonathan was, he didn't allow US troops to be on ground.
They brought mercenaries from South
Africa. Because I think even though now this US now them they cost more. The problem
that we have here, even the military said the rackets for everybody. The military they chop their own. Everybody on the racket. Nigeria is a crime scene. Even if FBI and CIA come together, they cannot even decipher the problem. It's a total crime
when will Nigeria stop? When will Nigeria get tired of dying?
I just watched this video now, and I watched
the revolution.
Bad one. I'm not hearing Hausa, and this guy explain what they are saying. Explain what these are. And the Boko Haram get mind to say Nigeria government say that you people are 50. How many are you people? They say there are more than 100 and hey,
Boko Haram get Nigeria. They get their own part Nigeria.
No, I remember the Southern part. No, Boko Haram na them. It is like that movie, that World War II, enemy at the gate. It's in Kwara State already. It's Kwara.
On the
the way it's going to be in Oyo State. Then once in Oyo State, it's over.
On the 13th night,
it's over.
They kill people for somewhere called Tunji Manja. Tunji Manja is in Niger State. They're very close to Abuja. A lot of people they live for there. They work for Abuja, maybe Sebo Sawanta or all this. Like I know a lot of people there. So that community, about 10 people were killed in the night, and nothing will happen. We just move on.
And I saw another letter that they are coming anytime from now. I saw the letter now. They wrote a letter to the Kwara people that they are coming.
Tinubu prefer 27. He for KB State this morning. Not the way he go do. He doesn't care about this people's life.
Tinubu is looking for votes for the North. He's going to attend Agogo Fishing Festival.
Looking for the vote as a politician, right? He's a politician letting people the vote. People are still
dying. What kind of politician is that? What is the meaning of politician? Because I want to know what is the meaning of that politician. What is the meaning of that politician?
They look for votes.
He has told you that give him this year that they're going to wipe out insecurity all over Nigeria.
You see video 18, nothing happens.
So they will give him this year. Let us give him benefit of that.
If you say the guy they were this morning, I see him when he got KB State. He looked
that guy is 7 years old.
Just like somebody we don't.
The guy that my worker passer. The guy who you kind of see what for.
If it's 27, he win. early 2030, he will just die because the stress of the office.
What are you talking? Is senior brother for Cameroon now? For 90-something years old. He's ruling. What are you talking about there? He's one of senior brother again for Equatorial Guinea.
My brother.
That one they look for Equatorial Guinea.
You see,
and the
70% of those people they kidnap are children. 70% of them are children.
These guys are helpless people now.
This world is it?
You guys are helpless. See, let me tell you. See, this thing you are talking about now. So you can imagine the numbers of people that has been killed at that Yobe, Adamawa, Borno axis. You can imagine numbers of people that they have killed there. That we don't even know. We will not even bother to even remember. We don't know that they don't buy, don't go, so don't kill the side ground, throw the side one place. Make sure it's there.
You can imagine a senator saying he can't go to his own hometown. Ali Ndumi.
He can't go to Goza now. When he goes to
when I know that this government, the joke of this government is more than joke, is that when they say they killed the Yahoo, the one that are in Imo State, Yahoo, gentle Yahoo, and the guy came out and do video. The man come out and do video.
Say what is today's date? The guy talking. What to go carry back on?
After he do that video, they come out and say that is AI.
What are you telling me? Have they not kissed Shekau like 10 times? Shekau.
Hey, Nigeria.
Shekau will come tell them, say you don't kill me now. Me standing here.
Just to divide the country. That's my opinion.
Okay. I want to ask you a question. Where are you from? No, hold on. I want to ask you a question. The person that said they should divide the country.
Yeah.
No, hold on. The person that said the person that said we should divide the country. Where are you from?
It doesn't matter whether I'm from anywhere. What matters is the truth.
Okay. Delta State, Abi.
It's not about Delta State, right?
Wait,
but Olive is saying the truth, because if the governors, if
they can give you the problem, they can give you the problem of Delta State, and you go agree with me now.
Okay, forget about Delta State government. You know, this Kwara now, if government there is not supporting this thing, I don't think this thing would be like this. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
I agree with you. I want to talk to my brother from Delta State, since I'm from his neighborhood. Okay. But say Delta, that's what I'm saying at Delta.
Borno have been taken over by.
Let me tell you. Let me give you an example here.
All those. What kind of a country do we have this?
I want to give my Benin brother one example. Now, let's say we have the Federal Republic of Benin or Federal Republic of Edo, and the capital. No, hold on now. And the capital is in Benin City. And the democracy with the practice Abi. And the Benin has the majority. They have more local governments, they have more population. So that to show you that the majority people from Benin will continue to rule. They are nice.
I can give you plenty systems.
No, wait now. Turn it to a state.
Let me help you, right?
Okay,
the country called Switzerland, one of the most stable society in the world, right?
Somebody cannot go.
What you do, you're not doing anything new. You copy what people have done and demonstrate it in your system.
Oh God Almighty! Copy people that people. See the problem with the people.
No, allow him to. If you don't copy people, what do you do? Are you going to do something new?
I'm writing an article now. Do you think I'm writing an article that is new? No, I'm only adding knowledge to what I have already. So not come to say anything.
My brother, nothing is new in this world, though.
But you have to copy.
It's not about. See. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something you need to understand here. You see, I talk about. I think the way you think before, but I can't change my mind again. You know, I changed my mind. You see, there's a different species between the average black man.
Hold on. I understand what you are saying. I'm not saying that.
Hold on now, my brother. Wait now. My brother, wait. Make I talk now. You don't talk now. You see the copy Switzerland. The copy this time.
I don't even give you why.
Okay. Talk out. Okay, talk out.
Switzerland has a cartoon system. Where they have local authorities, right? Okay. And in this system, they have president and 7 vice presidents, right? In that vice president, it is rotated. So when power go to this place, everybody knows that here they go. So they have French, they have English, these are different languages. So they have German, they have Italy, right? And I think so there are many other language. Maybe you check for that. I can check it for me. Check for that, right? So they make sure that every of these places, cantons, where the language is being domiciled there, they have a representative that will speak on their behalf, and they will let us by president. So after 5 years,
That is proportional representative.
Right? So you get to another place. So everybody represented as equal. That's why if you enter Switzerland today, as we are right now, right, they will give you a number. As a foreigner, they will give you a number. So you cannot come and commit crime, first of all. They will know who enter the community. They know who, when you come out, they know so you come out. They have a system that is so balanced, so stable, and you cannot just do anyhow.
No, when you say you enter the place, that is
right?
go to decide.
As a foreigner, right? You go let's say you're as a visitor, right? If you go to Switzerland
as immigrant right? Now, they will give you a number now.
Even like non-immigrant, right? Not non-immigrant, right? Let's say you're visiting as a person. You're visiting to just go sightseeing and all that. So they will give you number. Even they always say they give you number.
Oh no, hold on now. I did a module of my business school module. We did a course in Zurich.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Zurich. So it's now so. I flew in. I used Air France. So I left Lagos, took Paris. Once you enter that zone, you now become local travel. Nobody will check you for Zurich airport.
Yeah,
hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I entered Zurich. So I was there for 10 days because the module of the business course that we do was 10 days. So we choose to go to do it in Zurich. So everybody come from around the world for that class, our course mates. So came there. So I entered there. Nobody gave me number. So I was going out for
they
dinner.
don't give you. You still say they go call you, say they give you number.
No, now listen. Now we say give me number now because listen now my Schengen visa was my Schengen visa was checked. My Schengen visa was checked at Charles de Gaulle.
Right. What I'm saying is that there will pass the way will give you number for back where you carry say number 17. It doesn't work out for the road. So that's not what I'm saying, right? Is that they already monitored you by even being in the country.
And I also talk now because they don't get my details from the airline and go from.
They know where you are going to. They know the environment.
No, when you talk, say they give me I collect one number now. They won't give me nobody give that. I'm a visitor.
Right? That should be maybe 18th century or 17th century they could do that, right? So what I'm saying is that they know your number of entering that country, right? In the US, for instance, right? I-94, now they call her. You have a number of entering the country. You have a number. As you know,
that's your visa. Your visa already has a number.
Listen.
Your visa get number. Your visa number is the number where they give you now. UK self get national insurance number now. They work.
Hold on. See, so that you have to number, right? So you enter the country, right? They will give you when you want to register your school or you want to do driver license. These are documents you have to bring out. That I-94. You may not even get social security card, right? But you can get your I-94 and you enter this country lawfully and you have registered persons. Anything you go do further, that number is with you every time. And it's in the number for your document with you every time where you go. It's not your visa number.
I want to ask you a question. People that took a visa to the US, for example, now, and visa expires as stated, they are unlawful immigrants.
And the law is very clear. If you stay more than 1 day,
but they still stay. Hold on now. They still get it. They still get a TIN number to work.
No, you don't feel work first of all.
They don't get social security.
You see, other presidents, when Democrats come in, they liberalize the systems. They try to make sure that doesn't mean that the law is not there, right? The law is still very there, right? For instance, if a visa expires, 1 day you stay in America, 1 day after, you can't be in America for 10 years again. You can't come in America for 10 years ago because you have violated your citizenship. So you cannot even talk about getting your TIN number and working on those kind of things. But people do all those things, right? That's why I don't even use America as an example. Right? I don't use America as an example, for instance. So I can use other countries that are able to tidy out the system. America have a lot of challenge, in that of border challenge, and it's still a big problem in campaign and all those things. But what I'm talking about is like our country, like Nigeria, where we get, there's a system of people are being killed every day. What are the system we're bringing on board to checkmate these things? Right? The current minister for defense stated very clearly that we need to build fence around the country. Right? Now
that's what I want to say now. That thing you are saying.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. If you build fence, what other mechanical and technological know-how are you bringing to reduce these things, right?
They bomb which fence?
Another thing again. Let me give you a run.
How they go bomber?
No, they put bomb. They drive inside.
Wait. There is something I want to understand. Or say, tell us the solution. Tell us what you. Wait.
You say make you put the fence like we're talking about. Another day also, I don't see any video of Nigerian custom officer saying they want to go donate rice to people who they kidnap Nigerians somewhere in the forest.
Okay,
right?
yes,
so maybe
yes.
by the time we create fence, the people now will not see border. Say, oh, this person is from the Niger Republic.
We don't even get down a road. Now put one stick for road. Let me first. Now one stick put it on top of one drum. Cameroon, Nigeria. Niger, Nigeria.
At the end of the day, people will want defense. If they don't understand national security and other states.
Nigerian guy go tell you from there, go for the way you gather. They say, when I gather like 10,000 step all of them, when I gather that come.
If Tinubu is from Southwest, if they get Oduduwa Republic or Western Nigeria Republic or whatever country, Tinubu will never rule Southwest as a country because they will not allow him to do so. They will not allow him to do so. That's the honest truth. But because Nigeria are tired of everybody.
So now Nigeria should go back to what? Nigeria should go back to regional way.
It's a hallmark of challenge. First of all, if we have to be a country, we need to discuss the base of being a country. We're not. You go check all the documents in the past. You just force a system, all of come together. And we must be country. We must be country. And at the end of the day.
But there was a constitution. There was an independence constitution that we all agree now.
Right? Hold on. Right. I'm a constitutional law person, right? I enjoy constitutional law very well, right? So it's not about even the way they made it. First of all, they did not make it because they want to create a country in that sense. They made it because they want to hand over government to you. And they did not leave you, they were still by your side. So it was created by the West, right? 1963 constitution was created by the West. The only constitution that can say that was created by even Nigerian government is 1963. That's the only constitution that was created by Nigerian people.
So should we go back to that constitution and retweak it again?
The constitution is not the problem now.
A lot of issues are raising in the last.
No, because he said that they said that we should see that.
My brother, listen. What I'm saying is this, right? We need to have a basis of our nationhood. First of all, we need to have what is that? What we will have to have a basis of our nationhood.
You say what?
Right. Right, you have to have a base of our nation.
Even since APC tell me that before they sign my document that the goods I'm bringing, before they even do anything on it, I must buy their ticket. Even though I don't know what they think now. They tell you the truth. My body, you don't know what they happen.
I don't know.
Since 3 days
go side the this
They are buying people's voters card.
I don't know.
Waiting.
They
say before my three men that they there, one of them Yoruba, the other one Ogun and Jason. They said they must buy it.
Go and collect card.
Wait. Now maybe all digger never hear which are the past to. They say before they do and they sign the document, they must bring their card, their APC card. If they not bring them, they no go sign. So
where for Nigeria Port Authority?
From Nigeria Port Authority, they must sign the
really.
My body, no know what they tell you. They must bring their card. If they not bring their card, that they are not signing, they are not doing anything.
They cannot be business one to be your card and be your business now.
Even APC, they might even get card. They call it e-registration.
You have to help yourself. The way Nigeria is, you have to help yourself today because.
Collect the card. Don't let them collect your
I don't
they throw the card.
Only the Yoruba guy say you no go collect.
You
now the other two guys say they go collect. The guy say you no go collect. Now tribunal criminal.
You collect do your business peacefully and go home, right? Since you're not getting means to fight them.
So now you can see now. You can see now because of your investments, your life savings. You have to compromise your values.
Do you want to go start fighting?
No. Okay, that is what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about saying collecting money from them. You see, the circumstances that they have put you. Now, you don't have any choice to do it against your will.
It's not really this one alone, right? Even internal mechanism like collecting contracts and all those things.
Even to come, okay, now see, let me tell you that one too hard now. Do you know that if you come for general hospital for Lagos, they tell you say if you don't get APC card, they don't give you treatment. People go collect the card now.
The one you did that was campaigning in Yellow said in
like serious.
Sorry, what did
you guys say? That you go hospital, you guys show APC card. Please tell me that's a joke.
I say like it's upstate. Now if they come outside in Lagos, I tell you that.
Not the House of Assembly for Benue they talk about. He said time they come, if you want to get job, you must get APC card. That's what the guy treat you in the hospital.
For them to treat
you don't understand what I'm saying. See, I'm not saying it's happening now. I'm telling you for example now. If you are a poor person and you are going to the hospital and they tell you, madam, for us to give you this your hospital bill is 10,000. You can, if you don't get, if you be the APC member, you know, the APC member say they will pay for APC member now 10,000. You will run back to the APC place and register and come back with your card. Because that's the condition you find yourself, because you cannot help yourself. So you need to do
there is
so
nothing like to write petition or anything. That's why the guy, nothing. You can't do anything.
Who want write petition? Is it the poor woman they sell garri for markets?
Hi. First of all, you need to understand.
No, don't be lawyer. Will carry coming when you draft them. At least one more. My brother will be considered lawyer. Don't collect money.
You not even get the temerity to go meet a lawyer to make you do anything for you for free. First of all, because lawyer you have to buy fuel. You have to do small.
Thank you very much. So you won't go tell lawyer. He will go file her for court. Go say one court case.
And the APC court, they go now.
What I'm saying is
so you can see how hopeless majority. So we that are sitting down here, because we sit down here, we have been here for hours now, talking, discussing, talking about different things. How many people? Look at everybody here. Everybody here, the whole small thing at all, because you must get money to take data.
Now free data they use. They talk for yourself.
Or wait to do it. Wait to get data.
Talk for yourself now.
You have
network data. Good. I know your network is good. I don't know. Maybe because of that free network.
I mean, you tap person data. You tap person data. Like everybody talk.
Because this is tap your phone. Government propaganda, right? You can see that they're not ready for governance. They will not even do governance in the first place. Anyway, I'm not even surprised. I will be surprised.
Governance has already stopped.
There is another thing I'm thinking. What is it? Where would they do? Where would they shout now? Obi with the shout. They Obi like I carry Obi for head like never before. I can't they wonder how Obi go do this the way they happen for Akwara? How Obi go?
If Obi ready to fight, right? If the only thing you go take power from, you see, you're not going to take power because you want to do the right thing first of all. And people who follow you fight, they have to get something out of it. For me, you have to be realistic about Nigerian state, and it's simple. If you want to take anything from Tinubu,
my brother, this is the way he just talks to I'm not an obedient, so hey, this is where he talks to them. What he make me see like them, see they don't really understand what is called power. And that power you negotiate is
a criminal power like Tinubu owns.
My brother, this one no be power. If not power, only power, you go do okay now. This one a criminal. Everybody must be your party.
No. Listen. What I mean is that you are going to a destination, and you find that for you to get to the destination, you see like 35 checkpoints. So now you want to get to that destination. You see police here, you see custom here, you see DEA, you see this one, you see drug. Don't be say you carry all those things, you are free, but they go delay you. They don't go allow you pass. They go tell you, say, okay, since you say that you sabi law, stay there. You don't go move. So when they go now, that means say you go. So now you need to go negotiate with this criminal 1, criminal 2, criminal 3, criminal 4. Criminal 5 to up to
35. You don't get number where you could get as much as possible. So you need to get the number. It's when we say they talk. Oh, they want to this person a thief. You see, they're a criminal enterprise.
I want to get power.
So crime actually pays in Nigeria very well.
My brother. Thank
God say the global traveler. What if be Donald Trump? What if be Donald Trump? Donald Trump na sense. Donald Trump na sense.
We don't pass 1,000.
Donald Trump na sense. Na crime scene. No be crime scene.
And people that give appointment, go check all of the way you know, right? Mr. Godwin was talking earlier, and he talked about his friends in Rivers State who are members of House of Assembly, and many of them are cultists, and he knew them as cultists then, and today they are in House of Assembly. That's honest truth. They spend the money more than you. They can even buy a house once where they pay mortgage for America. They go buy the house once. This is how it is. Crime pays in Nigeria. This guy waiting for Tantita. What's it called? This guy really they call Topolo.
Yes, everybody there. Right? Topolo was Topolo. You remember that Obasanjo arrested Topolo there? Remember? They locked them for underground cell. Tie them there.
If you want to be a troublesome person to make trouble, Nigeria is a very good place to succeed. Easily you can succeed. The police will work with you. Military will work with you. I'm telling you the truth now.
They'll give you escorts.
Like some of my friends, all of us go Uniben, right? They just deal with governor now. They do a lot of things, right? They do real estate, right? How did they want to get real estate? Did you work anywhere? And there's nothing, right? So we just know where they came from. We know who they are. That's how it is.
They front for people now.
In Nigeria, you may likely be a poor person in the whole time we are alive, and that's the honest truth. It's not about prayer. That's the honest truth. Because Nigeria actually give you opportunity to succeed with criminality in your mind. Wike, what has Wike done in his life before? What can you remember Wike did?
No, his father was a general manager for many companies. He came in from
Tinubu where they sit today now, you cannot define
General
Tinubu.
company.
People say Tinubu
So
father.
he go there. He go there and carry the money of general.
I was now one question for you now. All of now with the all of now from Dr. A, everybody, everybody. Una get siblings.
Tinubu not get siblings, not get family, not get age.
No, that's you get siblings. You get siblings. Just say yes.
You don't get siblings.
Okay, you get siblings. Okay, don't believe your papa born a beer, mama. Okay, wait now, hold on. You not get cousins.
You get more than self.
Okay. You get uncles. You get uncles and aunties from both sides of your family. Your papa, mama side of you.
See, in a country like Nigeria, okay, that's what Tinubu can succeed very well. He will not do he will not do well anywhere. They will catch him, right? But
Unibe, great Unibe students. You get classmates for Unibe.
Everywhere. Both from primary school to secondary, from secondary to from secondary to Unizik. If they come out, they go tell you, say, yeah, they know Victor now, they know Victory.
I went to see Obasanjo, a group. We went to spend time in his library, just went to do research and co. So he hosted us to a session. So we started asking him a question about Nigeria. So in one of those sessions, the one old man just came, you know, we don't see that man not old like that. So when the old man come, Obasanjo now introduced us. The guy that sat there, don't know that the guy was one of the obas in that Egba land. Egba territory, one of the obas. So the guy started there. The guy didn't wear, the guy had the shirt and his shirt, so this step and the trouser and shoes. So you don't know whether now oba anything, no chain, nothing for your hand or bead. So when we got finished, Obasanjo now said he wanted to introduce us to somebody. So the man that came, he now said this guy was a senior in secondary school or primary school, secondary school, the man. He said, very wicked man, we are seeing him. So that's what Obasanjo was telling us. That the man was supposed to be 90 that year. That very wicked man, that then when he carried his smoke granite from house, that he will wrap it. That he doesn't know how this man smelled that, perceived that granite in his pocket. Even he had that same pants. And as my friend, he go tell say, Shagu, give me that paper. The man was laughing there. So when that man was 90 years, we asked ourselves that
when I go better for my village, right? His classmates for primary school, they were still there. They were still there. They were there. My own father,
who be that?
This year will have been 90 years, maybe 88 years this year. 88 years this year, right? But you know what? Tinubu, where they're born, we're saying 74 years, right? 74 years old. He doesn't have any family member that he can trace to.
No, he has family problem. One of his family
is that
marine water,
right? If Tinubu after 27,
but you do you want to tell me that Tinubu is not a human being, or
a human
does
being.
He come from?
You see,
no, let me tell you. No, see the problem is that the name they use. He used the name.
You have to wear the humanity of when they wear. You see, everything about the guy is very, very interesting guy, right? But what I can tell you is that crime pays in Nigeria. Anybody that say crime pay in Nigeria?
Very well,
crime pays in Nigeria.
But there is something I want to understand about Tinubu, because this thing you people I'm thinking something now. Does it mean that Tinubu is just exist without? Is it a
no? He collected the name from somebody. So you have to living that name.
If you claim
the name throughout the life, can't go back to the other name.
All those you people where they here, even though you collected name, now we know you. There is somebody that know you, that know that you are in classmates, that know that you people
they don't go talk. Those people they know those people don't collect money, they enjoy their life. You know why? Because wait first, I see listen. If I come now, say I finish University in 1991 for University of Lagos, for example now. No, I went to University of Lagos, so I finished there now. Then later on now, so they call my name. The person called me, say, I know this guy now, but this was not the name when he was answering when he was in University of Lagos. University of Lagos or primary school, secondary school, this guy was answering one other name, Matthew. And so name, not the name that is answering now. They know because they know your face. So for like Tinubu now, Tinubu was born in Iragbiji, the old Oyo. Oyo region province here for Southwest. From Iragbiji, they go to Lagos to Ibadan. That is what people are saying. From Ibadan, he came to Lagos when this one spot in the secondary school. He came to Lagos. From Lagos now, he fell into that woman's hand. That woman where he claims like mama. Oh no, but that woman no born one people one day in their life. Go and check.
Children.
Which she born picking for? Tell me.
You got 2 children, right? A boy and a woman.
She don't born picking because one person tell me, say, what they tell them. This thing, they produce. Now, let me tell you what one old woman tell me. Let me tell you what one old woman tell me. You know, say that woman, Mogachi was part of the Action Congress, woman leader for Lagos Island that time from the 60s with Awolowo, something to 60s, Awolowo them. They say what they tell them, what they tell HID Awolowo say, Bola na Abibat Mogachi, the king. They say HID talks say Abibat Mogachi care. She born Pekin. She don't born Pekin now. I mean, she adopted the guy. That's what they said HID told the people. Because she was part of the women people that was working with HID them. That is Hannah Awolowo them. During that time, doing Action Congress.
Child.
So the woman not born that boy. The woman not born because she not born. She didn't have a child. All the people that she had, that's why she had people in her house. She was taking care of different people, telling them to stay with them as a kid because she couldn't. God did not give her a child. So she didn't born. So Tinubu come meet them, and Tinubu was a smart Alec as a criminal that he is. Don't they wait on this criminal, don't get sense, period. When he come, what should they say he gets sense? Because this one are willing to work, supposed to use now. That's how he ended up in Chicago with the name of another person when he collects. When you go Chicago, the rest they say
that's why
is history.
When you go,
so you leave that name.
The woman did the film in the
That's the name. The name that the person name.
Okay, forget about the school. Forget about the school. Each of us knows, say, as we grow up, for the yard where we live or for the compound where we live, we know people where we grow up with. Even till tomorrow, those people still know us.
There was no people.
No matter what happened now.
No matter what happened, forget about school.
Those ones
at least the
don't
compound or
collect
the yard where we live. At least people supposed to say, I remember this guy.
Everybody go collect money. As I did now, I feel.
Some of you, let me tell you that whether you like it or not, some of you close guys will go for secondary school. Some of them will say, I will tell you, go listen to them with that. Everybody's well taken care of. Their children don't talk to judge, don't talk to magistrate, don't talk to PAPSEC, don't talk to everybody has been taken care of.
Unless say
how come none of the classmates of the real Bola has come to the timeline to tell us that, oh, do you understand?
Remember the election, one man come outside say that classmate.
Where are the classmates of that real Bola? See, if not a woman should be. Where are our classmates? Where are our classmates? They should come and tell us. So this case is just dead on arrival.
Very simple. We don't need to get anything. It's just
a special child, no cousins, no uncles. It's just a special child. Do you know the meaning of Omologo? Do you know what they call Omologo? Omologo. You know what it means? Star boy. So
you see, like I tell you
that part of it.
When you say that star boy, in Nigeria, it can be anything in Nigeria. Just need to be a bad person. You get paid very well. Either in law. Anything they do, you get paid.
Yusuf, let me ask this question to Yusuf. You remember this guy said that he was supposed to be the chief campaign officer. Bago.
Yes, Ninjas.
I say this. They say Bago now. They say Ninja people they give her one. I try to say, well, this is your Tinubu. They talk so well. If you don't come back here, then the guy can't slow down. They do all those things again. They say the guy don't slow down now. They tell us, oh, but you need to come back here.
I'm not surprised that
Nigeria like governors. If you want to see a criminal, be a crime stars, Nigeria will reward you, right? If you have a win Senate, right? Ibori, I guess they run for Senate very soon, right? So a lot of things happen. In Nigeria. It makes life.
Ibori, they bring Ibori body come back. Udraga been now. Kuwa say want to turn the body back to them. That guy go drop now. You see say what they call it? Don't forget say Yaibelo was selling second cars in Abuja. Before you go collect form, you go that form na gamble you go collect. How many votes you collect? More than 5 votes now you get for that team. That primary is where take win. And that guy died. Then the guy took over. The guy was selling cars in Abuja. Second cars.
What is
now
look
at him now.
Going to be this? Because as this thing is going like this, Nigeria will burn one day.
Let me give you. I've told you already. I said, what did I tell you? You will come back in the next 30, 40 years or anytime and I choose to realize this thing on time. The only thing I can pray now, not like Nigeria kill you before they go realize after your death, right? Because whether I like it or not.
I won't answer. This is that video where they say you.
Hold on, Eugenia, please. So if they tell you something like whatever I say to you is this, right? When I concluded on Nigeria being disintegrated, it's not born out of hatred for any tribe or anything, right? It's born out of the fact that this current system we're operating will going to kill people, going to destroy a lot of lives of people. And there's no remedy for you if they kill you, or they kill your family members, or they kill your loved ones, or they kill your friends, or they attack your community. There's no remedy for it. It's born out of the place that the country Nigeria is a child of everybody. Nobody actually get Nigeria, right? So that's why Tinubu can actually be president of Nigeria, because they see Nigeria as nobody's own. That's honest truth. Another factor is that if you are working in government, people don't see government money as our collective patrimony. They see it as a place where you collect your own. When I resumed government work after my service, they told me that I represent my family. And I did not understand what they meant when they started representing my family. Truly, my siblings did not have a job at that time, right? My younger brother was doing his master's in Uniben. So, and all that. So, when they started calling me for money, I knew that I was actually representing my family in the federal government office, right? So, it's just how you have to understand these things very well, that there's no hope for the country. For you, when the things say there's hope, it is fine. You can want to have that bubble. Maybe then you could make and last, as in the number to increase, right? But what matter is either you like it or not. When we say this, someone say, "Oh, you be Boko Haram, or be IPOP, whatever it is." You don't need to even kill yourself in Nigeria first of all. You don't even need to carry go the fight to disintegrate Nigeria. And when it reaches the time, now we go tell ourselves, say, "No, we don't need to kill ourselves. Let's go this way. We will sit down and destroy the country." Don't say destroy the country. Like, go your way easily. Everybody will go their way, right? If the only way that we do it is that it's already there. People are just denying the fact, that denying it everywhere, right? If you see the people tip Nigeria money, right, you will not say people don't tip this money because they want to eat the money or they want to buy house. No, they still need that this is my turn to take it, so they will take it as much as possible, right? Go check where they steal Nigeria money. Nobody steal Nigeria money with the intention to you want just eat food and buy to children. No, he sees it as a place. This is my turn to steal, so you go tip every way they possible, because you know why? People that have stolen before, their wealth did not spend 10 years. They did not, nobody recognize them in the community anymore. So when you have to steal like till you die, so that by the time you go to your fellowship, either your church or your mosque, they'll still recognize you. You go to wedding, they recognize you. You are okay to make sure, say, you will sign a lot of things, right? That's how people steal Nigeria. They don't steal Nigeria because of, say, they want to buy food or send Nigeria to UK or school to overseas for education, or no. The way they steal Nigeria right now is not a normal way. There's a guy will be former
Hello guys. Let me come in here.
who is this?
Please, Bob Marley. This is Bob Marley.
Please give me 1 minute, please. Right.
All right.
So, as the case may be, you have a system where the Academy of Federation of Nigeria, like 3 years ago from Kano State, stole more than 80 billion naira, right? They ask the question, what do you want to do with 80 billion naira? If that man is retiring, so he's already retiring at 60. So if you're going to be eating 1 million naira every month, it will take 1,000 years, 1,000 days, right? 1 day, like he's 1 million naira every day. He will take 1,000 days to eat 1 million naira, which is 1 billion naira, right? 1,000. So it doesn't make sense. I can't eat 1 billion naira every day, right? So what do you want to use money for? The guy, when he was being investigated, he just bought plenty property for Kano, bought like complexes in Abuja and all that. Thereafter, when Tinubu was contesting, he bought a lot of buses and all that. That's why the issue have been quiet recently and all that. So the issue have been quiet because you have been able to fund these things. So what you do is to fund the campaign of people who it is and I go win, so they can stay in your loot experiences. Mr. Bob, please can continue, sir.
Now if I come now, then I want just jump in. Now if I come, now if I talk.
Sorry, Eugenia, continue, please. Sorry,
Who before?
Wait.
Eugenia, you can continue, please.
No, well, so wait, I want to talk. This Iraq beji want to say Tinubu for come. Who turn and say na Iraq beji? That's why no get parent, where they don't know if parent.
Tinubu even created a school of environmental university of environment there right now, right? It's not a hidden argument. It's a public knowledge. Right?
So why they don't know if father the mother? Why they don't know?
They're not going to know. You see one thing about crime, so people can sustain crime for a long time. Even if you have finance to sustain it, right? You can sustain everything you need to sustain. The former governor of Osun State is his first cousin, right? It's a knowledge too, that is a public knowledge that is his first cousin. You get the point. But you don't say, you know, if you just talk about them, because people will talk about it, they will shut them up. And if you talk about them, the way you go talk, they will say they do rumor, like, they be true. They go, Tinubu has a way of Tinubu have been able to prepare for this time, so they see. He was able to improve money for media. So when you come now, they get it up where they write, where they talk for radio station, for TV station, where they talk the same thing. There's a way they go tell you, say Nigeria, they improve every day. You go say, no be lie you. Not be lie you. But you know what? When you speak to your mom or you speak to your relative or house, they say tell you the same thing, like food are getting more. Tinubu will tell you that they are improving. Like he went to a public place and said Nigeria have met the financial requirement for the year. The minister for finance said no, they still have to borrow, they still need enough money to do those things. You can see this thing. That's what Tinubu is. You go the year say if they say people know they die, where they see for video, where they see the video, they say 50 die. At least you go see the number. They will tell you say 50 die. Government will tell you say 59 people they kidnap. Boko Haram will tell you 100 I will kidnap. You go know who they tell the truth, right? So if they say, for instance, when people were killed in Yalawale town, in Yalawale village in Benue State, if not that say this guy called Very Dark Man went to the village and video the place, not say video even dead body, even video the environment and everything. They were denying it first of all. Your government will deny, even your local government will deny it first of all. The governor will deny it. Governor of Benue State, they deny some people they die for his state. If they deny some people they die for his state today. So that's the way it will live on, right? So it's gonna be this is how they sustain crime for a long time. It's unfortunate that's the reality of where you find yourself, my brother. It's quite painful. But don't let them kill you. That's the worst thing that will happen to you because nobody will remedy your death. Nothing will happen.
Okay, so even if you don't let them kill you, wait. Even if you don't let them kill you, this one up to just today alone, I've seen 4 different videos of dead bodies on the streets of Nigeria. I saw one in Lagos and I saw one in somewhere in South. 4 different videos. So the question now is, even if you don't want them to kill you, hunger, will you start seeing dead bodies on the streets of Nigeria in no distant future in the next couple of months?
Because
Because
people are going to be like this. You're seeing it already because it never happen for your community. It's happening every day. You get where
What
we are saying, just like I say, right? What they are doing is systematically they are suppressing the news. They are just suppressing it, so it's not underreported.
Yes.
That is just what they are doing, though.
You see,
I'm telling you this, though. Where I even know that this is what these guys have been doing in 2022. Around 10 or thereabout, January 10, or about 200 people died. Like about 200 people were massacred in Zamfara. No newspaper, it didn't make it to headline. Not Jazeera go carry out. They just shoot us back to those times where they don't allow news to fly. That's why this genocide something. You understand, right? I know today, you understand, but a lot is happening, but they are suppressing it. You understand? They are suppressing. Go check it. I'm telling you, it's not.
They suppress news over the years. That's not the first time. But the level of where we are right now is that you go hear propaganda. You go hear propaganda like when they just say Nigeria is secure. Let me give you a good example. Is this last week here, just not years ago, like last week here, 3 ministers, Minister for Foreign Health. This is a critical area: health, transportation, agriculture. Said the budgets where they give Minister of Health, Nigeria Health too. For capital expenditure, they don't use only 36 million naira. Factory 36 million naira. What do you want to do with that, first of all? Is it going to buy stationery from the office or buy what you want to do with that one? Right? These are the issues we're talking about. But you could yes,
buy corn and this thing.
But you could yes, they don't do dialysis for free for people for Unibank.
Oh God, man, go use a carry the big nyash now.
So, Virginia, what the question you're asking is that you see, when you have organized crime, it can be organized very. If you get when it's there for private hand, they are capable of maintaining it very well. That by the time you shout, they will still say you're a mad person. But
Dr. AI, wait, there's something I want to ask Dr. AI. Dr. AI, do you believe this thing you guys saying? Because his only solution is to break Nigeria. Because as these people don't take my agent that we must buy APC form and the register, bring it to the table before they sign our document. So that shows me that the country is not working. And now I watch a video that those people they kidnap in Kwara, they came out and there are more than 100 and those people tell us that they are not even up to 50. So Igor is telling us that the only way to do Nigeria is to break. That we don't have solution. That even though P2B win, it cannot even solve the problem. Dr. AI, I want to hear your
this is my personal opinion. No, it's not opinion of Dr.
I know it's a personal opinion.
That's my personal opinion. It doesn't come out from anybody. This is my personal opinion, right? You don't need to agree with me first of all. You don't even need to say no. It's my personal opinion. And it's not born out of anything.
Nah, I'm afraid as I'm talking to you, I'm living abroad, but I'm afraid of I'm afraid here I'm
more than you
living.
can imagine.
Dr. AI, are you not talking? Which one you just
Why are you afraid? You don't
You
have
know,
those
my lawyer is here now, so you want to say something before I go.
Who they talk?
Yeah, Propeller wants to say something before I go. Propeller, you want to say something before I go?
I said it's my opinion, not your space, not your opinion.
Yeah. No. This is our space. Honestly, guys, I'll answer it before. This is one of the spaces I love to host, like pressing APC. Even with all this, they say me and APC supporter. You know what? You're right.
So this one don't pass that one. No, this level no be any.
You see, Nigeria, P2B or not? P2B or nothing. I just followed you back. I just discovered that I wasn't even following, but I follow you back. And just for the record, I don't have issues with people that are saying P2B or not. If you call my TL, Conde insults me. You understand? Now, dear me, I get issues.
No, I know the insult. You know how I insult.
Tango say you sabi me. Tango say you sabi me, right?
Mona leave you. They don't tell me to buy
So I'm just like saying it, like just for the record. You see. So basically, right? There's a problem. There's fire on the mountain. Nigeria was never designed to work from the get-go. It was never designed to work, even for us. And I read a book that changed my perspective about Nigeria. That's This House Has Fallen, Balkalmaya. And every region get their problem, every region. So then also the political class, sometimes they connive with the people that are also frustrating us to keep frustrating us, right? If their interests have been taken care of. And the way things are going now, honestly, it's alarming. It's alarming. And the people now, because their biggest threat, one of the biggest headache is for Nigerians to come and begin to have a conversation and begin to look at things objectively, like, hey, you are not my enemy, right? Godsu is not my enemy. Propeller is not my enemy. So be now, you understand, Dr. Tony, because they don't want us to have that conversation. They don't want it. Because once we begin to have that conversation, they are gone. That's why it hurts me when I see us fighting each other. Like, it's personal. This is just my personal opinion. When I see us on X fighting each other, then I know that it's benefiting them. Because from the get-go, from the 60s to date, it's been based on divisions. Our division profits them. But our
you or not, now you listening?
Yeah.
Dr. AI, Dr. AI, yeah, Dr. Tony, I don't want to talk to you, please.
They don't tell you go buy.
So
I thought you were forgiving me now.
So guys. So our leaders should come on. We are the leaders. We. You understand? Then talk. We are the leaders. We. When you say the leaders, we. Oh, be a Nasir this. You understand? We. I want us to start looking. Okay, sometimes because we abrogate too much powers to them, but we have to say, okay, we come together collectively. We begin to have a conversation collectively. Say, okay, this is what we want, but they don't want us to get there. They want it to be one-sided, because once it's coming from, let's say, a region 2, 3 or something, we will be back to square one. That was my fear. That was my concern, right? And we know this. And believe me, Nigeria was a product of a propaganda. It was the product of an agenda that will benefit the West.
Yeah, Dr. Yeah, and that agenda is extraction. Unfortunately.
So distracting us of the main things, and they don't want us to elevate the conversation. And okay, 1 or 2 people, it's about us. We. What is in this for us? What is our own interest? And what I did was, what I want each and every one, what is your own interest in this project called Nigeria, even 2027, and go and start working and doing what you're expected to do to ensure that your interests, starting from
Dr. AI, the way Nigeria is now, is it going to reach 2027? Because
no. We are one of the most we're one of the most resilient people in the world. One of the most resilient people. I don't like what is keeping us, because if quarter of the way they are looting Nigeria, if they should do that to America, America will collapse.
Not even America.
Because
They even use UK. UK as a country, right? UK
Any
will
country,
collapse.
any country will collapse.
Okay,
Any country will collapse.
if you see the way they are
First
looting
of all, what is
Nigeria,
Nigeria today? Not even Nigeria economy, right? Is you people sending money from over abroad is the reason why Nigeria is still where it is today.
that's one reason exactly.
That's your black tax.
Okay,
So
even though now,
right? Nigeria will survive. We are one of the most resilient people. I don't know why we're still, you understand? But inwardly. So some of us, because I made a peace with myself, and I say, if I can't make it better, I can't make it worse. I shouldn't make it worse. Whatever will make me to be dividing Nigerians or causing divisions, I don't want it. But define what you want. Define your interests. It could be regional. It's okay. It's fine. Personal, it's fine. But then you see how you can protect your own interest, but you have to start from your own base. Right? So basically, Nigeria will survive because some people never believe that there will be 2027. I was one of those people that said there will be 2027. Even before the coalition leaders begin to even sit down, we started opening spaces on coalition for more than 2 years. Because mindset mentioned that we needed that, and so people didn't want it. There won't be 2027. Bro, there will be Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the most resilient countries. Nigerians are one of the most resilient people in the world. How will it take survive? I don't even know.
Anyways,
you say what is they bring Nigeria, what is they make Nigeria say they go now, all those people.
Eugene, Nigeria used to be Nigeria as a country, and Nigeria used to be the happiest people on earth. I don't know that Mr. Godwin can remember this thing, right? Growing up, I used to hear Nigeria was the happiest persons on earth and all that, right? So when you say we're going to be resilient, if you open Twitter here, right, there's on Twitter, somebody screenshots people telling you they don't tire. Somebody say you're looking for why. Is it a sin if he kill himself? Like, when people don't get to a level where they say they don't need, it's like, if I kill myself, will it hurt me? So people tell you say that the reason why they leave because of their parents. They don't want their parents to be so pain. These are guys telling you their experiences, and you can think it's a joke. It's not a joke.
Don't see the guy that killed himself the day before yesterday.
Okay, I know
that
killed himself because if that one I come for inside
the guy killed himself
right?
day before yesterday.
When you say we're the resilient, at what point our resilience, like at what point without that resilience of Nigerians actually give a stop? At what point? It has never been like this, right? It has never been like this. Right now, you can't even like like buying apple for 1,000 naira one apple, right? You see, there's things that are crazy, my brother, right? My friend rented a house in Dawaki in Abuja, right? That area house, 1-bedroom flat, right? At least 2023 here, 600,000 naira, 500,000 naira, 2-bedroom flat. In that time, we're talking about Guarempa, 1.4, 1.5 million naira, 2-bedroom flat standard, right? Today, that one bedroom room and parlor is 3.5 million naira, and the salary is still the same thing. The rate will increase maybe 200,000 naira on top, and it's still the same thing. So at what point we say Nigeria we like the schools are no longer schools? These are talking about what Nigeria.
So here's even the problem. Here's even the problem. So
Dr. AI, you're talking.
Dr. AI, let me see.
You're not being mute co-host. You're not being mute host.
I can beat that now. Slow down. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. So, Dr. AI, here's the thing. My problem is this. This is my biggest fear. Okay, my biggest fear why I'm in this Twitter space 24/7, trying to talk about good governance. The only reason is one, I have someone from my village, okay, just the same age with me. He lives in North Carolina, but he's from my village, the same village. And so he's very successful, just like me. So he's the kind of person that likes to go home every time, go to Nigeria, go visit Nigeria all the time. And he's always mocking me, making jest of me. Oh, they come I go once a year, maybe once every 2 years, but I don't try to go like multiple times a year. But he's always joking and mocking me and all that. So that's okay. Do you know that the last time these guys went home 2 years ago, well, a year ago, he's big with his big, he has a big house and all that with security guard and all that. Armed robbers came and attacked his place, killed the security guard, tried to get entrance to his house. This guy was upstairs. The guy jumped down from upstairs. As he jumped down, he broke his 2 legs. As I speak with you now, This guy's on a wheelchair. He broke his 2 legs and they fucked up the surgery, whatever surgery they tried to do in Nigeria. Fucked up the surgery. He came back to the US with a wheelchair. And now the guy is probably lonely. This guy is well, he's healthy, was healthy. He went to Nigeria healthy. Nigeria happened to him. And now he's now.
This is like the lady in Arise TV now.
Yeah, exactly the same thing. We live on Arise TV. So when I think of this, and I think of the Anthony Joshua, and I think of the Chimamanda, and I think of this lady with the snake, and
these are the people who popular where you are aware of. Yeah, Kansas is happening to what?
My roommate. Listen.
So let me finish. So here is my problem. My problem is this. The times I go to Nigeria, I don't know if you all feel it. You guys, maybe those of us in diaspora, you feel it. But every time I step foot into MMA, I feel this sense of fear that my life could end at any time. Now, people say, oh, in America, they shoot and all that. But no, in the US, people don't understand that there are certain places you can go if you want to die or if you want to see crime. But there are majority of the places, like residential, if you live in a nice place, no, you won't even know there's crime in America. You go to church, you go to restaurant, nothing crime will come close to you. But if you really, really want to look for trouble, there are some hood area you can go and you can get trouble. So, but in Nigeria, it doesn't matter where you are. You might go and live in Ikeja, trouble. Nigeria will waka come and happen to you right where you are. So at the end of the day, my thing, why I come here every day, I come here and I'm trying so that Nigeria will not happen to me. Because I will be coming to Nigeria.
Mr. Godwin,
Nigeria to happen to me.
Mr. Godwin, in Abuja, not in village, in Abuja, I can give you areas you walk with your leg, and people will come with dagger and they might likely kill you. I will tell you the areas you just pass through, or the places where we say your vehicle break down, right? Your vehicle break down. It will likely get you and your vehicle being like they can likely kill you in those places, right? In Abuja, in the like. Not like hidden places.
Now only I shower, they know the cookie. Only I shower,
I shower the cookie. That when I believe people are there, my brother, right? So the only thing I can say is this: like, to what extent I'm saying, like, a young lady, 10/10 is here. I think he's left here. There's a young lady finished from work in FMC in Abuja, entered one chance vehicle, and this is the major vehicles. This highest number of people you can see because people use their private vehicle to run around in Abuja, right? I've been there, right? I've been there, I've used public vehicle to run around, right? Now, innocently, not even they are aware, right? You enter the motor. After the motor, the girl was killed in that vehicle. A nurse, her husband was supposed to come in March to come marry her, right? This is a nurse. She went to work and she finished from her second shift. This maybe ended by 8 o'clock in the evening. And she entered motor. My experience of that one chance, I've seen it before, but because of the guy see the way me and my friend they talk, they can't calm down. They can't even carry us for free. They're not going to collect money from us because they see the way they talk. They say, this will get OT. So they can't calm down. They're not like we'll arm ourselves or whatever it is. But do you know maybe when they work out for this place, they don't even think about anything? You see, the question is, at what point will you get tired?
My roommate that me and him came to this country, the guy entered this country 1 month after I entered. The guy is the one that welcomed me before we go there and register for school and everything. So before we start the business. So this guy let us stay after 2-3 years. His guy from Turkey, not Turkey, what do I call all those Europe, what is the name of this country? He give him some business, and this guy
is
Cyprus. Thank you, Cyprus.
Cyprus.
This guy give him some business, and this guy makes some money, and went back to Nigeria. He went back to Nigeria that week. He bought a car from this guy that's selling car in Dubai. The guy that do you know that he get to that car that day? The first day he took this car to the village, they kidnapped the guy. They kidnapped him and took him. My brother, Nigeria, they kidnapped him.
Even your family people will kidnap you. Your family people will kidnap you first.
Carry this guy, go inside bush.
Your family they will create a kidnapping against you, right? My uncle waited for California. I've been in California for like 50 years. 50 years plus right now.
This guy is late now. This guy I'm talking to you now is late now.
I said,
the guy is gone.
I say, once you want to go and die, because that's the easiest way you want to go and kill yourself. If you go there, now people will be your family, and they go even arrange your kidnapping against you, first of all. But let me give you Mr. Godwin. Growing up, some of us went to public school, right? But when I mean public school, primary school, public school, government school, public school, secondary school, university, public school, right? Like, I was talking to my friend, one of my colleagues in the office, and his child is about 4 years old or 5 years old, maybe 2020 during COVID-19. I born. I was like, the school fees of the small picking are 300,000 naira. Now, and I asked him, are you not doing more than you can chew? Because if you do 3 times, that's now 100,000 naira for our picking out to talk, not be to talk, right? This is how we do. But he said, no, you need to put them in a place and not, you have to convince me to agree with him. I don't have to agree with him because sometimes life is not your own perspective alone, right? Like it's looking from, he has a wife and your wife tell you, no, these are my children. You go to schools, you go put her for school, you bring her, come back. Your parano is less than 5 million naira. That's a parano, less than 5 million naira, right? So how do you want to do this thing? You pay your rent, right? You pay your rent. Your family were in Benin, so you brought them back to Abuja. You rented 2-bedroom flats, 3.5 million naira. Not even the big place in Abuja. I'm talking about Dawaki, right? You see the suburb in Abuja, 3.5 million naira. That's almost 70% of the salary, right? So at the end of the day, I ask a question. When you say, well, we're resilient people, right? Which is my issue. Because after that way, my friend, they pay for school for him, picking for 1 term. My University of Benin school fees for 5 years was less than 100,000 naira, right? My law school was 298,000 naira, 290 or 290, something like $290,000 naira. So that's about 400,000 naira completely. That's the thing. I used go university, go law school. So at what point would you go? Because now Unipen now don't enter 350,000 naira. For Uniben don't enter 400,000 naira. Like waiting with the year we did, like when you hear back up university, Covenant University, now with the year this kind of money. Now you pay waiting with they pay 8,000 naira for Uniben with accommodation 8,000. That's 16,000 naira. You don't already get your accommodation, get everything. So you already they okay. So it doesn't make any sense. I don't know how Nigerians they used to survive this experience. We talk about we are resilient people. I don't think that's resilience.
Okay, Popela, make I tell how Nigerians they survive. Make I tell you, an average Nigerian at the grassroots, now kids. Then they TikTok, they no one waiting the happen for Nigeria. Even here, Rufai, all this of we be saying now we the thing they even concern. You understand? They no same politics. After election, they go back to their normal businesses. So they are not preoccupied by our own preoccupations.
Don't you think that is a mechanism to coping mechanism?
Exactly. So
let's hear
what AI on Dodigo. There is something I want us to talk about because I start now discovering that the problem of our problem is we. Because how can we be fighting for to electoral reform and we have more than 10 million people in the church? The same day they are fighting. You see, that's why I support what Odigo said, though. This country can never be
let me give my brother.
It can never be mequeted.
Listen.
Anybody that talking,
a lot of people have, let me give you. The worst was when Obi even lost 2023 election, right? After Obi lost 2023 election, a lot of people went back to their cocoon. They don't even send Obi to come back again because they're not saying they're going to win the election. For them, it's a wasted effort, right? See, people have developed. When would they do Abuja 1 million one match? We did not pay anybody for money. People they come out, they can't pipe or start do everything. During election day, people they cook food for my putting it around my place. People they cook food, like carry food come. People go they chop food, they do both, right? If you don't say you go spend there for 10 o'clock in the night, you don't even think about that so much because you come and vote and all those things. But what I'm saying is this, my brother. It's a mechanism for people to cope. You know, if you kill anybody, they don't really be say God is the only reason why they will get anything done. Nigeria cannot give them that thing anymore.
They will give them the video to distract them.
Either you call it the video, at a point you need to get happiness somewhere. You need to find something, like as a human being, you need to find something where go make you just like my brother. People even go to that space just to get their head cool off. Up your way. People just there for Twitter, they listen to what they talk, just to cool their head off. Do
you know what the thing is that time? Since yesterday, when my head they rack, where these people they talk this thing. Since more than 3 weeks we stay on this, immediately we say we join. These people say without getting their APC idiot form that they will not do anything. You understand? Bobo, what do you want to say? Let me hear you because I'm cooling I want to hear everybody. Whether you say no, say Tony, you be my brother now, So Dr. Tony, I no get any problem with anybody. Me will not say you know that.
If I mention Atiku now, you go get problem with me.
Oh yeah. So, good evening,
Leave am, na
Abi.
more
Okay,
na
Nana,
leave
good
am.
morning.
That APC form, we must buy am.
Okay, Bob Tammy, make we hear what you want to talk. Bob Tammy.
I beg my talk now. I don't get Nigeria. I'm gonna talk now. I beg. Now, good morning from here.
Fight for your mic. Fight for your mic. Fight for your mic. Fight for your mic. You go talk. Fight for your mic. Now open mic. Fight for your mic.
Don't wait for anybody. Don't wait for anybody.
No. The thing is that it's not about waiting for everybody. I need to hear from everybody because we are on ground. Something happened yesterday, which was Saturday. Something seriously happened, and the media did not carry it. There was a bank called Access Bank. They do run for love yesterday. So when we came out, most of us were excited. So we used the opportunity to say, come out, let's protest on the 24th of February when the Senate resumes so they can implement the transmission of electoral reform. So from nowhere, those guys from Echo Hotel bust out. I don't know if APC people were doing meeting. They came out and they started harassing us. That Omo Ibo, this started calling us names. They just don't want to know. They're like, look, we came for the marathon, and most of us we represent our company. Why some of us just came to have the feel of Valentine is a Saturday. They say, una won't vote if I don't vote for APC. And these are touts, these are agberos, these are people that they don't have anything to live for. What they want is our leader. Who is our leader? Tinubu. So that's one place. That's what happened today. I will tell you guys. Though I lost my company from there. This is my personal phone I'm using to
Who is
tweet
speaking
now.
about?
So first,
Bob Tammy.
I'm Bob Tammy.
Okay.
Yeah. So now back to the major talk. Please, I want to thank everybody for one reason. This particular space at this moment is the only space that has talked the truth. What's the truth? Tinubu has no identity. 2020, during COVID, when I went for my NYC, over 70 persons were sent back from camp when we are doing our registration because of what? Name mismatch, wrong name spelling, that they should go back to their school and redo it. And some of them are international students that came to camp. Now we have a president that don't have an identity. 4 different age.
What do you mean by international students?
Okay, an international student that
outside Nigeria.
The people that graduate from like as we are now.
And they came to Nigeria to do NYSC and they have name issue.
Yes, now even Indonesia. Indonesia are sending people to Nigeria even this year.
I had a friend that came all the way from US. Still the same fake school. Tinubu claim he went to Chicago. The guy was there. Though we never knew that this Tinubu thing will come out. He was in Chicago. He's a student of Chicago, and he's still in Chicago right now. So he's even the one that would say, yes, that Tinubu paid heavily. They bribed heavily for Chicago University to halt that results, to halt the identity of that person. The person is a female that is that school. The person, she's a female. Bola is her name. The Ahmed Tinubu was coined by the woman that adopted him. So back to the major talk. So if they could expel or discharge so many persons that came because of their name, they have multiple names. Imagine who is ruling Nigeria right now has dual, as a multiple identity, which we can't trace that this is the person. Now back to the major thing. Thank you guys for bringing this topic. The media is silent about it. The media is silent about it. Nobody's talking about it. The so-called celebrity and the so-called influencer, none of them is talking about the identity of a president. Now, if you check the INEC record, by standard and by the bill that qualifies somebody to be a president, Tinubu is not supposed to be a president. By INEC and by Nigerian constitution, these are the both things. Because no identity, he has no local government, he has no identity. That's one. Now, moving forward, this is a man that controlled Lagos for over 26 years, directly and indirect, where he implants governors. Now he has brought that same thing to the federal. He does not have any single responsible ministers. Now Tinubu has colonized the whole of Nigeria, that where nobody can speak or talk because he believes he's a mini god. And somebody said it. He saved money. He prepared for time like this, where he will buy everybody. I don't know who said it, but somebody said it. And it's happening right now. And another person say, there's nothing we can do. And truly, there's nothing we can do. I just gave a scenario of yesterday. What happened? live daytime. There are so many coverage, so many social media coverage, people that came to coverage, but nobody posted it. What these boys came out. These are boys smoking Igbo, smoking loud, smoking Canada lounge. What do they call it? Popo, colos in public, in front of military and security people.
Is it not a drug lord is your president? My brother, you see, let me tell you, I think you have a new thing to learn also, because as I did now, if you know, say I carry something called Nigeria, they say I must buy APC form before they will sign my document. You don't understand. You are talking about all those things that they do this one, this one you are saying is nothing. They are telling you that 50 people they kidnap 100 and something people. My brother, if it is only about Tinubu paper and the Tinubu this thing, Nigeria news we carry, that one no be news now. When they carry the main news where they happen now, they tell you that they are converting everybody to APC, whether you like it or not. That you must be APC, you must buy their form, and you will submit the form, your card with your voter's card.
I'm coming towards
to them.
Let me
I don't know whether you
hold
understand
on.
The situation now.
You understand, Baba? Wait, hold on, please. Sorry, I'm cutting you. My HMO now, my friend that came around from Port Harcourt, because my HMO cover one person, is a premium HMO. They asked her to register instantly in the hospital. It's a well-known hospital at the island there. It's a well-known hospital at Aja, that she has to register instantly for she to access medical care. This is an HMO from a company, no? This is an HMO that is your right, that she has to register before they can treat her. And okay, she now come and I went there. And the man say, okay, fine, they have my own details. I say, why will you have my own details? Is it normal if I'm sick? I have my card, I will come. They say, no, they've already registered me. I was like, register me on what? Even though I don't normally come. I have somebody that covered. The person is here. You're telling her that she has to register on what? INEC people are in hospitals registering people that came for HMO. And once they register, they take your NI, they register, automatically you voted before the election. This happened on Thursday. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's saying anything about it. The whole of Lagos is being captured, including health centers. So let's assume a day 1 million people fell sick in Lagos. Automatically, APC have gotten 1 million votes, unknown to those people, without their concept. And I'm imagining all the 30, is it 31 or 30 states that they've captured already? They forced their governor, because not the people, it's the governors they captured that are into that system to force people, force people to register for what they don't know. You came to treat yourself, you're coming to register as an APC member. How? So this is new. This is strange to me. It's an alien to me. So I'm bringing up.
I think ADC leadership needs to escalate this.
Also, are you there? You are mentioning this before and saying maybe they will start this. You say they haven't started. You see now they have started it. Because for somebody to tell me that they will tell me such thing since 3 days now, I have been thinking, is it that you must force me to become APC? Okay, I'm not there.
Also, my brother,
because I don't even if I'm thinking it looks like I'm not even reasoning well. I'm not thinking well as I'm thinking now. Is it am I a slave to you?
They will steal their identity and just even use it. They don't even send. Thank God, so this one say you even know. This one like criminal enterprise.
Yeah. I'm gonna go headquarters for us. I beg.
Yeah. This needs escalation. We need to escalate it to the ADC leadership. They need to file a lawsuit. They need to escalate it.
I did a short video of it before my phone went off. I did a very short video of it.
Oh, bros, it's politics. Dr. AI, the movie. Dr. AI, you know the movie, the political movie 2023, now comedy, small, this kind. Is it for Agbado? We're laughing, but this one, you can't be like science fiction movie. So they go the double cross El-Rufai for airport, they're tapping calls. Now science fiction movie. So I think these guys with 31 governors, 30 governors, they are are still restless. That means there's something we are doing right. And guess what? These guys threw away one of their strikers. El-Rufai was one of their best strikers, and unfortunately for them, they let him go, and now he has been giving them sleepless nights. They are doing all they can do to blackmail him.
Everybody was the bridge between. Everybody was like the glue that held up, like the ACN, the CPC, and the everybody was the glue. He was the glue. Right, we know. Even their manifesto.
I remember him in Chatham House asking questions. I know what he did for us. We were doing APC, the Naira redesign, the turn of the South. He did all that for them, and they now lose guarded and let him go. And
He
now
spoke on
is their
behalf
nightmare.
of the northern governors.
Exactly.
You understand? You understand? So they all forgot all this. He fought even
and now
Buhari directly.
It's karma, because now is their worst nightmare.
Okay, so you see from AI. So the question I have for you guys now is, okay, can you go ahead and mute? Okay, so you see the question I have to you now is this. Okay, Yusuf, you might need to mute too for now while I ask the question.
I'm mute.
Okay, so here's the question I have. The question I have is this. It's actually going so bad. But let me see if I can mute it. Hold on, let me see if I can mute it.
Bro, Yusuf, you need to drop and come back.
No. He just needs to mute. Yusuf, can you mute?
Yes, I'm mute. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. So here's the question I have for AI and Yusuf, okay? A couple of days ago, Rami Tinubu went to DC, okay, went to Washington, went to the United States, and she was actively calling for the bombing of the northern states. She was calling for the bombing of the northern states. And previously, Tinubu, her husband, they denied actually calling for the bombing of the northern states. Now she went there and now invited, United States to be bombing the northern states. So the question I have to ask is this, because when you see these dynamics begin to unfold, Tinubu and his wife have declared their stance that they do not care about the North. Because if they truly cared about the North, let me tell you what they're going to say. She would have said, okay, you know what? Let's work with the United States and track down those people that are sponsoring or funding or enabling this terrorism. Because all you need to do is to actually identify the leaders, people sponsoring it.
My boss, I think you're actually making the mistake. Say Tinubu care about anybody. Tinubu never care for anybody. Never told you care for anybody. Right? Let me give you first of all the idea of Tinubu as a person. He said when you are a greedy person, greed has a way of making you enlarge your coast, and you think you're making progress, right? So for Tinubu, it's about the numbers, and you want to get. You can't even get the numbers again from the north. So they are cooking the numbers from the south and look for northwest. You know what they are doing now? The bribe for Tinubu now is not central, right? That's his pride. So you are able to make efforts, like give them good offices and all those things, like they are doing well. But the worst thing about the north central, they actually be foolish in that sense, is despite the number of deaths that have been recorded, right? And they allow the politicians to tell them lies, and they go en masse, they go en masse and vote in this direction. That's why when they talk about Christian, I know they talk about it because I was talking to one of my friends one day. He said we're making it political, so I have to okay. Let me talk about that they bereaved, right? Because I know that yes, death is death, and it's death is for everybody. But when people feel that you are trying to monopolize it in a way that look as your political intention, you have to take a back seat. That's for me. That's honestly speaking, right? So people never care for anybody, bros. Not even Yoruba people. First of all, like I told you, this is my opinion. I was born and brought up in Yoruba land, right? I grew up there. I have a Yoruba name. My father has a small building there and all that. So my first. I've not lived anywhere more than I've lived in Ogun State. First of all, I've not lived anywhere in my life. I've lived anywhere I don't live. My age, if you divide them into two, I've lived in Abeokuta more than I live any part of anywhere, right? So if it's the Yoruba people alone, they want to vote for Tinubu. They vote for Tinubu. That's why you start in Lagos election. They don't like the guy. They don't like the guy. It's not about anybody telling you anything. They don't like the guy. Even though he was a governor, they don't like him. A lot of people that even supported him that time. He just said, okay, what we done our own. Now they want to see it as our own. They're able to push that argument of divide as in like regional this thing. Oh, Igbo people they support Igbo people, outside people they support outside people.
This is the same thing with Obasanjo and Olufalaye now. They never supported Obasanjo at the
Obasanjo
beginning.
was not seen as, even till today, they don't see Obasanjo as their own. They saw Obasanjo as, look at you once, maybe never heard that before. They say now Igbo man will come Yoruba Abeokuta for Ifo. Now I give the mother belle. So you never heard that before. At least I don't hear this one with my growing up. I don't hear that.
Their king said it now.
Okay.
One of the Yoruba kings said
Let me
it.
say, now, I just tell you, I don't want to call anybody name, but I just want to give him for street so that you go pick him up wherever you see him. Right? So Tinubu, as far as I'm concerned, is the first Yoruba person to be president of Nigeria. Now they even try telling that Tinubu is more relevant, more relevant than Awolowo. That till today, education that the Southwest still enjoy till today, the level of is still Awolowo that have created the foundation. But you know what? If Awolowo, you know the worst thing, Awolowo was not this Tinubu was not close to Awolowo, first of all. Because Awolowo would not be close to Tinubu, first of all, because let me give you, when Awolowo was growing up, right, when he came out to Nigeria in the 1940s, the people he took as his own, growing up, young people that grow, you see Bola Ige, you see this former governor of Osun State, right, first governor between 1999, he was deputy governor. This all those guys like
Akonde,
Ajasi them. This guy waiting for former Lagos State Governor. These are the guys that he took up. If you talk about it, I will give further academic, a level of academic people like Isesage. These are people that Mr. Awolowo used to have a newspaper. I don't know if you see is it Tribune? There's a newspaper he has that time.
Right? Tinubu when I come from this Benin Republic.
I'm coming, right? Even those times, those times, they used to have meeting in his house in Ikenne. They used to be in his house in Ikenne, and those guys used to go down, slay, and do everything. It was like an idol. The reason why two people were not close to him till today, Awolowo was not close to Abiola till he died. Right? Abiola was even against him, first of all. Right? He's up. I think you go and read, go and check. Awolowo, 1979 election, 1983 election. Awolowo did not. Abiola did not vote for him. Mistake. Did not support him. Right? One of the people saying that did not support him. Right? The 1993, this guy now we did now today. He never supported him throughout. So he never was his friend. Like maybe like so today. You go only wonder. People go say, oh, they want the Lord because they don't get to the level. If you say he's a president now. So he's even better than Awolowo. Awolowo was never president of Nigeria. So at best, he was just a premier at best. Yeah, I know that. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. If Yoruba land was a country, in my opinion, this is my opinion, Tinubu cannot be president of Nigeria. That is their Yoruba land, rather. Because they're so sophisticated to look for you. They go find everywhere. Nobody come from like, you know, if you say you come from a bar, you don't get where your father's house there. Everybody get where their father's house there. If they share something for Kejeun and you come to come collect what they share for Kejeun, they go come look for you. Say no, you know your father has nothing for here. They go remind you say your father has nothing for, even though say you grow up for that area, but you'll tell you say your father has nothing for here.
How do you compare Jakande, Latin Jakande with Tinubu? Jakande?
This is what I've left to Jakande. I think you said they said I want
the same person no get the same person no get identity. They still find some kind of identity.
These people don't even care about
we are in a town hall.
Let me say something. Let me answer Gotsi, right? What we did was when we saw the news that she was encouraging the United States to bomb the northern Nigeria. We not to open, we not to make noise, we not open spaces, blah blah. No, we short the thing. We send them across all WhatsApp group, all other medias. We can't translate them into Hausa, into our own, how our people will be able to digest it. We run it on the ground. That's why when some people want run agenda, we sabi them. But you can run some of your agenda. You can run all your agenda on spaces, right? So
did not forget that. Did not does not forget.
So you see, see in 2023, APC biggest fear. Right? There was a voters apathy in the Northwest. And some part of Northeast. North Central, yeah, then come out. Right? So the Northeast and the Northwest don't reject APC. The governors too. they shake. And APC, they go through tsunami. Within they go to ADC own, and you understand what they come with, they talk. APC is in shambles. I'm telling you. They keep going after governors. Okay. But now they are forcing, you understand? APC G3. And they saw the handwriting written on the wall. Right? After their convention, but they want to
Dr.
so before we begin, but just like him before I got it right. So they don't want you to be talking about Tinubu, APC, and all that. They want to be talking about the divisions, the presidential candidate, the this, that. It's a strategy. So now,
that means
including their own
AI,
people
they don't
including the people they are even on, yeah.
That means they don't believe in those 30 governors they have captured.
No. Those 30 governors will struggle.
No.
I'm telling you this. They go so struggle. So they saw that. That's why we're like, calm down. Because it's a mind game. So let me even say something that some people don't know. El-Rufai has a network of governors. So even for 2023, prior to 2023, during Buhari, now they speak on behalf of governors now. What I don't forget, no. The northern part. If you notice, if they don't talk now, so some of them they with town. But even though they deal with APC, then they with town. And you have a network of ministers.
Now, El-Rufai said it that during Jonathan time, how many governors PDP had, but Jonathan lost woefully in the entire north. That he was in charge of it, that he was in charge. He took it upon himself. He said it openly that he was in charge. No, it's Bob that is talking. That he was in charge, for all those governors to turn their vote against Jonathan. So it doesn't matter if all the governors are with Tinubu. So I stand with you. What you're saying is right. All the governors that are with Tinubu from the north side of the country, they work against him.
I want to tell you something.
Yes. Because once they work against him, he's gone. Once they work against him, he's gone. So
he's already
so that's already gone. So the governor of Kano State, no being the control the crowd for Kano State. The governor of Kaduna, that Obasanjo, he's strong. We know how he take come. The governor of Taraba, that one don't even talk about anything. That of the Plateau, you know, to get him footing. The Kogi own, if they go put their house in order for Kogi East, made a merge Kogi West, Yabelo is gone. Right? So you see, there's a fire on the mountain. If Nigerians will focus, P2B is doing what he's doing to get a ticket. Everybody, Atiku, they are doing it, right? And the supporters magnify whatever, you understand, the message of your boss, you understand? Learn that. If they are talking about Tinubu, just, you understand, hit them because they don't want us to talk about Tinubu. They don't, so that's not making the thing pain me. We can't be running an agenda against ourselves. From the bottom of my heart. You understand? So that was, so some people misconstrue that you understand? Let me say something. Some people misconstrue that. No. So how can we be creating talking point for them? They come to our spaces, they record it, and they push it across their social media and including a strategy they're engineering. So they pay me. So that was my concern. When I see propaganda, I know, you understand, we identify one. When I saw the occupying us, when I saw one, I was like, this is the main thing. We held it space for 7 hours and it was trending. When we set out of El-Rufai, I was supposed to have other engagement. My wife was like, hey, I was like, this has to go mainstream. Right? So we sabi drive those, but we can't be running an agenda against our own self. Because APC biggest fear is for the opposition supporters to come and begin to face them back to back to back.
But they see when they see Atiku and the Oyo State governor, they don't know what is going on.
They are confused. We don't even know. So something big is about to happen. 2 big fish won't come again if they make up their mind. And also, some of us we have insider information, and it's good to also come in. So I have inside information of what's going on. I'm telling you this. So an APC, ADC is not hostile to anybody. And it's not transactional. I'm speaking from the bottom of my heart. Because if we won't go transactional, money for don't day now, money for don't day. I'm serious. Oh, we're giving it, once you give this person the ticket now, we're giving you guys 50, we're supporting you guys 50 billion, 100 billion. ADC was like, no. And that's why, okay, they just folded their arm. So this like for it. So hope I answer your questions. Godly. We cook our propaganda, carry and go against everything that they talk. So they have been rejected. So they're looking
I
for
want us on. I want us on. Wait this out. Wait this out. Is the north we are open on, or else that my governor for Edo State, I don't want me come back again. That is confusing me.
If Tinubu wins 27, he'll come back. That's what you could do better.
Yeah, if he will, he will come back. It's confusing me.
He's not coming back.
I know. Come on. What you go do to stop him, please?
Good evening, everybody. Can I just say just?
But he was a senator. Una no remove him as senator.
This people
now.
Talk. We have to go to the possible. That's what the mad person they already want to go. What you want to stop mad person?
Bola will be there for 2 terms.
If Tinubu come back 27, the guy will come back. That's why I tell you give Tinubu 5 million votes. This is not because of Tinubu very well.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to quickly just say what Dr. AI is saying is very, very true. If we every week we just need to run a room, may Tinubu not happen to me, or a room that says Tinubu happened to me. Let's not be saying Nigeria happened to me. Tinubu happened to me. I remember a year ago, 2 years ago, when David Hudein ran a room, Nigeria happened to me. 2 or 3 days we were on that room. We could not finish. People were talking and talking and talking about the different things that happened to them. So we just need to make those things and point it towards Tinubu. Let him carry everything and stop pointing the guns at each other. Whether it's Atiku or whether it is Obi or whether it is whoever it is, let's stop fighting each other. But let us be, because that is their greatest fear. APC's greatest fear is when AD and ADC comes together. But we just need to keep putting that pressure, like Dr. AI just said. We need to run rooms every week that just says Nigeria happened to me. But instead of making it Nigeria, we have to say Tinubu happened to me. Then
There is another people that I'm seeing as a problem in this Nigeria we are. Is pastors. Because I don't see
Leave all those ones.
How you go leave them? Why did they collect how many million? They come for their church. Where did they go protest?
Oh God, you not come for Nigeria. Why you stay? Why not stay for Nigeria? Why not come out?
Who tell you something you go to?
Why not come out?
Why you not stay your house?
That's where this one nobody even finish the talk. I don't carry on that thing go somewhere.
I won't make you talk. I won't
Okay, so if you want to run,
you talk that pastor own.
If you want to run this Tinubu happened to me, Dr. AI, I will challenge us to. Yes, this is a great idea. Actually,
this guy is now. Then you do 2022, right?
Yes, this is a great idea. But what you would like to say, Dr. AI, I need us to bring a lot of our brothers from the northern states, make them come for this space, on top, as Tinubu happened to them, so that will filter down to all the small villages and communities all across. Because they are the one bearing the brunt of this Tinubu wahala with the killings and slaughter.
There is afraid of. There is one
was supposed to be here, but we're having we're able to connect with some of them, especially with their hosts and their influencers. So they are also like hosting that space concurrently with this one. If not, they would have hopped in as well. So we've been trying, even though we disagree with them on the approach on getting working and joining, right? But we were able to like connect with them in the last 5 weeks, which we have been able to successfully do. So now it is like, okay, we're having. So these are the things that we need. Okay, imagine now you have various people like coming to. So it doesn't matter who even hosts it. I'll be there. It's about our future now. We are the leaders. If you tell them like, it's about, you understand? We are the leaders. Oh, this like that. I was like, you understand? For how long? We are the leader of tomorrow. No, we are the leaders of now. So guys, let's continue.
My greatest fear for these northern people is that when Tinubu carry trailer of money now go there now, and they start giving them 20,000 now, all of them now will just turn against what they are saying, and they will not even remember.
It's not only that. The question is, what are you going to do to win? You see, this Tinubu not get book. We get sick. You don't even get any secrets. Obvious antics I've been seeing in the last 24 years in Lagos, right? But the only problem I have is, what mechanism are you bringing to defend those things, right? If Tinubu is an open book, you can easily learn anything about him. When people say, my kind of politics are not they talk about people. You will talk about people. People they talk, we not talk about, they talk about you. So you must learn these things, right? So The question is, what mechanism are you having to defend your
What
vote?
Mama is saying that let's do Tinubu not happen to Tinubu not happen to. It's very good. You understand, because it has happened to me, and I'm seeing it's going to happen to anybody here. If you think it's not going to happen to you,
Let me
it's
say
going
it
to
happened to
happen to
everybody
you.
here. Let me say not happen to you directly. It happened to your family members. It happened to your relatives. It happened to your cousins.
Propeller law, let me tell you something. Suppose, which one do you prefer? You see somebody from the north, he wake up every day, getting his families slaughtered, his brothers, his sisters, his mother, and
When you
Tinubu
say
comes
the
in
north,
and
when
give
you
him
say the north,
20,000 naira.
when you say the north, it's not the north, it's the whole Nigeria.
Okay, thank you, my brother, the whole Nigeria. And meanwhile, Tinubu shows up with a trailer load of money and say, okay, take this 20,000 naira. Meanwhile, the following day, you're going to see, you will expect that these people are going to send a letter to your community saying they are coming to slaughter more people.
If they go far, Oga, for Anambra State, they collect 1,000 Ankara.
The son of
1,000 Ankara, Anambra here.
Chineke.
They collect 1,000 Ankara, 1,000 Ankara,
Tinubu's son, they share rice 2 days ago. They share rice 2 days ago.
Peter Obi polling units, they carry money go there. Voters vote against Peter Obi candidate. What are you talking about?
Let's be real there. For that one, you see, P2B is some people is okay. P2B wasn't on the ballots as well. So let's face it, guys. Right? Tinubu is gone. If you tell me, like,
no, hold on, Dr. Ira. You see, this
we have to start hosting that space.
What are you going to do
happened to me. We have to start hosting the space. Tinubu happened to me.
And
we have to bring in people.
Mr. Godwin, this guy, David Deyin, Bishop, and one other guy, Bishop particularly, I remember 2 of them, they had this space for more than, like Madam said, 3 days, right? I remember working, like being at work and plugging my earpiece for 3 days, like in the night, in the day. When you continue, they go sleep, they'll continue. Like there's a girl, that girl, they talk like small picking, they talk so small, right? Yeah, you maybe go remember her. So I think, yeah, you will remember her. She's still in America, so she has this very small voice. So 3 of them that they had this space for 3 days. 3 days. What did she talk? No be lie. People were coming from Oyo State. We were talking about the experience from Zamfara State. We were talking about experience from different parts of Nigeria. But you know what? That one we even limited to the south most of the time. But today, right, you have a bigger number from the north, because the level of death Nigeria has experienced in the last 2 years. Civil war, I'm not just saying read this number. Because it's
my brother, 2 years is only 6 months ago. Do you know how many people that have gone?
Okay, I thought it doesn't the number not reach.
Ha! 6 months ago. The thing when it happened for Russia and the Ukraine, have you heard that they kill 50 people for once?
No. The first question, okay. Now the question about Tinubu happened to me hashtag, but just how would that solve this issue?
First of all, you have to
how would that remove the man for power?
I'll tell you what you would do. Let me tell you what you would do first. Those things that they create to be the movement today, right? First of all, people have to have like when you come, you need to be angry. And when you know nobody, this thing where they affect you, nobody.
See, let me tell you the first problem I have.
Oh, sir, hold on.
Wait.
Why you know they let person talk? Why you know they let person talk?
Let me ask question now, but I know where they go to. I agree with that. But about like,
you ask question, sir. Hold on, sir. People need to be angry. When you know, say in Sokoto where you did, that's what happened to you. It's not God, it is bad governance that happened to you, and you can talk about it. Somebody from Kebi will talk the same. Somebody from Ogun State will talk the same thing. Like they talk about their own experience, how Tinubu last 3 years has affected them. Do you know what? It will get you angry. Because we're not angry. That's why we are still trying to be. Somebody will tell you, say, one Kubana chief priest, where belly big like one where, like will tell you what he go do. When they experience property with your 2 eyes and your reality, and somebody will come and tell you that you are not experiencing property. What you're experiencing is to relax. Tinubu will come
and reform.
Not even reform.
Digga, that's why I say, if I say about church,
so
you know, allow me to say about church. If those pastors will tell them that this problem.
Let's wait for church first. Let's talk about this thing.
What concern God? Concern your problem. You say only you deserve God.
No,
okay. Now, I want to ask a question.
Yeah? No, they don't deserve God to any other country. Yeah, they don't deserve God to any
I want to ask a question.
No.
Mr. Sir, please continue.
The church
I want to ask a
force
question
you.
now. So,
the church no force you. So now you can go church. So you know go blame them.
Hello. Okay.
Osa talk.
Okay. When you go to this Twitter that we are safe, what we do so now? Go to the Twitter now. I mean Twitter, whatever X, whatever they call it, X. Go there now. Go and see post from morning to night every day. Morning to night every day. People like what Dr. Emma said now. It's either Obi or nothing, Atiku or nothing, this or nothing.
You see,
No, we
okay,
go do. Hold
hold
on. So now, these are the critical mass.
It's not be
These
a
are the
problem with
critical.
those ones. You are talking with
Wait now, make I talk my brother first now. These are the critical mass of people who are fixated on a Messiah coming to save us.
No, hold on. You're
Wait now.
No, continue.
Okay, right, give your this thing in 30 seconds.
It doesn't
30 seconds.
diverting us going to somewhere
No. I want to see where they go. 30 seconds, eh?
What are
Just
you
give
saying?
your 30 seconds.
Now, the first question I see when they say, "I will look at Tinubu is gone." Sometimes I'm skeptical about Tinubu is gone because the other house they divided to pieces. So how can you put that house together? So if one of them don't get tickets or don't get ticket, what will happen?
No, that's the
truth. So to me, if that house is divided, how can that house defeat Tinubu?
Okay.
Oga, leave the house. If the house,
Osa, wait till they talk. That thing where
your house is not yet together, but you do have a common enemy, and that one is together, right?
God bless you.
That's why you must.
Everybody know the main enemy we have.
We have
allow man to
them
talk to you because you don't even
enemy.
understand them. Odiga they talk, you don't understand them. Allow man to talk to you.
You have a common enemy that used to be a demon before, but now he's a devil. And when I say he's the devil, I'm saying that before, when in 2023, when we were doing at Tinubu, he didn't have the House, he didn't have Senate, he didn't have Supreme Court, he didn't have money, he didn't have River State coffers of money, he did not have he didn't have all the things that he has now. So while they are doing their own thing at the back, let them be doing their thing. But we on the forefront, we have a common enemy. And when people begin to realize that their common enemy is what they are facing today, when they cannot they have to use generator every day, when they have accidents here, left, right, and center, no ambulance, no drugs, 36 million naira. 36 million naira for 250 million people. Meanwhile, Tinubu them have spent almost 36 billion on travel. And Jeff, are you kidding me? All we need to do is let people keep talking about their experiences.
God bless you,
no light, suffer head, poverty, no food. No food. Meanwhile, this one is rubbing girls' leg on private jet. Are you kidding me? So while we are dealing with whether it is Atiku, whether it is Obi, leave that matter.
God bless you.
Make we just be fake. Every day, make we run room. Make APC Tinubu happens to me. Then let people just come and share that. If you hear people's stories, the thing is that we're not angry enough. If you hear people's stories, people that are dying, people are hungry, people are angry. Let them come and express that anger. And then they know that that anger is because of APC, not just Tinubu's 4 years. But we have to tie it back to Buhari's 8 years. Because when Buhari finished 8 years, we told them that this is what we are going into. And Tinubu said yes, he's going to take us into worse direction. And we thought Buhari was bad. If we need to let them know that if we continue like this, it is going to be even worse the next 4 years. Now we go die.
There are some conversations on this X space.
Listen.
Okay, madam, finish. I need to say something. So this conversation, what would it get? Tinubu, make Tinubu happen to me. We'll make it to the news media. We'll make it to the Nigerian news media.
What we do, you can even start this night. First of all, create like the way they do movements, like village movement, right? We first of all create it and hashtag it first of all, right? Now we can create a date for this host for the space. Maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Go run in that manner like 3 days. Then you're not going to be stopping. Like the person go host them, the battery must be charged. You're not going to get problem with the iPhone battery, right? We will get them. So we will get those things. So one thing again is this: if you have people that you are blocked, you have to remove a lot of people you are blocked. So that people can come in to have their say. Or you can use that's always truth, right?
Don't block anybody.
You can use another handle, right? Another handle will not get people they block, and the handle will be done to lead it. Then other persons who have not blocked can be part of it, so that people you don't even have an idea you have had differences with, but they have the problem that you have. They have the problem that you know that it is going to be part of discussing. Going to be part of it, right? So that's one. I don't want us to say next 2 weeks. First of all, Mr. Godwin, I don't know whether I can create this thing first of all on it, right? This night, when we create time, we'll not put a date or anything immediately. They will put hashtag on it. we'll trend it for the next few days. Then you can be like, let's say next week Friday, Saturday, Sunday for it. Next week, like maybe right. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? It doesn't matter who the host is space, whether not obedient to or articulate. That's not our problem. Our problem is we have a common, like Bob have rightly stated, we have a common enemy. Now we're going to fight this enemy because you know why? That will give us all of us to be in one page for once again in a very long time. All of us will be on the one page to talk about the problem that is common to all of us.
You see the discussion we are having now. You see how this discussion is very, very important. You see, because since 2 days now, I'm just think, am I a slave in Nigeria or my father is from Nigeria, my mom is from Nigeria? What is it? It's just making me like a dream. Like you,
ambition.
I don't even understand this country. So this is the kind of conversation now that will push things that will make no need of will just be talking about. Let these people, but let's know whether Tinubu na devil or na angel or na.
Hold on. Let me.
Experiences. People talk about
let me come in.
Testimony time. People come and talk about experiences.
Can I talk now?
Nobody holding you, please.
Thank you, I beg you, please. Thank you. I greet everybody. So, this issue. This I thank everybody for this topic. This is the kind of topic we're supposed to discuss. As far as this is concerned.
The topic first of all to go happy to
no. What I'm saying is this: our common enemy is Tinubu. So every Nigerian, we need to come together and fight against this. Tinubu is the most, as far as I'm concerned, the most evil and most dangerous president Nigeria has ever had. Tinubu is worse. If we allow Tinubu to enter 2027, Tinubu will be worse than Abacha. This is a man, Tinubu cannot win election. If you take one local government chairman now for one state, put them in contact with Tinubu, free and fair election, he go defeat Tinubu. Tinubu know that.
Nasir El-Rufai said it.
Tinubu, let me tell you, he know that. That's why the only strategy what Tinubu get now, destroy opposition, scatter them, disorganize them. That is only strategy he has. No other strategy again.
Another strategy. Another strategy where Tinubu gets. Tinubu last week, Tinubu go put bomb for a church for Abia State. He won't begin to blow up places for Abia State. They cause confusion for the only peaceful state waiting for Nigeria. The guy know how peaceful Abia State they work. Last week, they found a bomb that was set to detonate and kill people in Abia State in the church, inside the church. This is the problem. This is why I'm fighting every day, because I could have been in that church if I was in Nigeria, and I would have died like a chicken. So this must not be happening to our people back in Nigeria.
You say no be Tinubu who put am. Now you go put am. Now Tinubu put am. Who tell you say no be Tinubu put am? Now you put am.
Boss, wait. Let me tell you something. If you be young man or youth or anybody for Nigeria, they support Tinubu, is either, to me, I believe, say you not okay. Because no human being go support this man as a president, and you say you want Nigerian. This man is not ready to unite Nigeria. After what Tinubu can sell this Nigeria just to become president in 2027.
We'll burn down the country just to become president. He will burn down the country just to become president.
Let me tell you.
Your man,
Tinubu, this is somebody that you don't know his father, you don't know his mother, you don't know his brother, you don't know his sister. Okay, before he marry, who his wife introduce, who his wife go meet, who they pay diary to. You think they want that man? And people should support this man as a president. This madness. Where the papa now? Where the papa? Where the mama? Where the brother? Where the sister? Where they come from?
Alaja Abibat Bokaji. Alaja Abibat Bokaji.
This not make sense, eh? Okay, let me tell you people. Let me tell you. Between that 2021, 2022, Tinubu date of birth now 1942 for Wikipedia. Go look at now. It don't change to 1952. Go and look at right man. Why are you changing your date of birth?
No,
Why can't
the
one president for that matter?
anybody can go and manage the pitch now.
No, they
That
remove
side.
and complete. There is
If
no
I got the
So
right
everything about this man is just fake. Fake. How can this kind of person become a president and you are expecting good from him? He cannot, there can never be good. Then nothing good can come from him.
All
This
of
is just the
us, all
facts.
of us will die, yo. If Tinubu come back in 2027, all of us will die, yo. At the time
Imagine
now.
somebody. Oh my God.
Now, bomb that they carry Wakanda.
Imagine somebody.
We can go blow up for that day.
Let me tell you. Do you know why Tinubu is against El-Rufai? I'm not saying that El-Rufai is a saint or is good, because he knows that he cannot win. And do you know that he has lost the northeast and the northwest? Tinubu has lost that place already. Forget what the people are saying. He don't lose them. He hope now middle belt. That's why he's fighting that man. Middle belt and south and the south. So that's why he's fighting that man. But you don't know that even these things are going to make him lose that middle belt. So the only thing what Tinubu go do now to rig the election. That's why you see him. He's traveling. He's trying to gain international support and his recognition, so that by the time he rig the election, the Americans they're not going to talk. No, I'm telling the truth. As far as Nigeria is concerned, I know that he's going to lose.
Let's do statistics.
Mr.
When you
say, I don't follow you, so that we'll start this thing, because many talk, not the cook rice, right?
So I get my point now. As far as Nigeria is concerned, he go lose the election. So he go lose the election for Nigeria. That one I confirm, but he go rig them. So now he try to make us say he go America. That's why I say your wife go America to tell you. By the time he rig them, when the people go come out, the West, the American go support them, but there's a problem. You see, America and British problem there now. No, because British now be the real owner of wait, listen. I want to say something. Now British now be the real people that say they colonize Nigeria. You understand me so? And now I think they go to America. British not happy now with them. So this thing, we don't see. But NIB, Tinubu is gone. He cannot enter this 2027. If he, what are you going to do about it? We just have to do our.
If you're not doing anything about it, you go easily. If you're not having anything where you can defend yourself about it, you go easily. You have to talk of Twitter.
Freedom, because I want. You see what you already get it. You see what's in the talk. This man, you say this man no get father, no get brother, no get anybody. The man win governorship election. You no get father, you no get, you win senator. You no get this one, you no get, you win your president. And it's inside there now. When it is outside, they change the money. The man enter there, change your national anthem in a day. It become on your mandate, you shall stand. Until today, anything where Akpabio go do, Akpabio go tell them. As this thing where somebody talk now, you know go sign this thing. So I want us to bring that, because if we know they brutal, this man na demon. No. This is not be you people are seeing this man. I'm not see this man as a human being.
Everything we want talk. Now waiting him talk to Jonathan when Jonathan was president. He called for everything. Jonathan was resigned. Jonathan is a pig. Jonathan is a killer. Everybody, we must stop him. We must stop him the way they do him.
He have said everything that is complain about. You guys, all of them is doing it.
They said Jonathan has he has snipers ready to snipe, kill some opposition. Do you guys remember that? There's nothing they can say about Jonathan.
One passive snipers.
They carry coffin, Jonathan coffin that he's dead. Jonathan coffin. Why can't you carry Tinubu's coffin? Why can we not carry Tinubu's coffin?
You know, the more you people talk, the more I got more angry. Like first of all, we need to start organizing ourselves. That's what we're supposed to do. This man is a demon.
I beg him. What would they talk now? Maybe say would they make propaganda or would they lie? What would they talk? What would they talk? Now truth. All I want to say, when would they talk what they be? It's clear now. We lie. Don't get papa. We know his father. We know his mother. We know his sister.
If they talk your truth,
what we are saying is the truth. We're not lying against him.
Nobody say you are saying lie here. But if they talk truth from your room, and they talk truth from my room, nobody go hear us. But if all of us they same room, he shout, say this is our truth.
Can I
He go make more, he go get more strength to get more effect against the person they fight against. That's why we need to come together. Once we come together, we can achieve success with it. So what we need to do right now is to get something that can get us angry. We get a lot of people that get angry in that sense. Like the woman will talk about this thing first. After that particular space, if Magnificent do this here, you can remember that was when we started 1 million 1 man. 1 million 1 man. It started in Nasarawa State, in Nasarawa State, right? So it started like that. Before other people say take the challenge, other people take the challenge. So the challenge is reach. Everybody want to do their own. Everybody want to do their own. I want to do their own. That's how we got there. So we can easily do what we are doing. So, but you need to create that environment that will make people to have it like symbiotic relationship to that extent, right?
The anger.
Yeah. Thank you. That's major thing. Yeah. Thank you, Bob. Bob, you are very smart guy. Thank you so much.
Because of Tinubu, I know they switch up my wife.
Brother,
like
speak
that.
now. I know they wait anybody. Speak. I want to get more angry because if now go on where we go, anything where we go carry do this thing, we go carry a more. You understand? We not gonna allow this thing happen. No.
I beg now. Make I talk. Make una hear now. I mean, I want to talk about hope. I want to talk what go give our hope. So make una no fear. When Buhari come to power, we get two power in Buhari. We have the ADC, ACN, and we have the what's this Buhari party? CPC. So now, as it stands now, CPC and ACN now conform with few PDP, now conform APC. Now, as it stands now, the hope way the common Nigeria get now, they are fighting themselves. How are they fighting themselves now? All people that were loyal to the late Buhari, the tyrant, they are fighting Tinubu, and some of them are inside his cabinet. And El-Rufai said it. And how did El-Rufai say it? It said, let him see how Tinubu will win 2027 election. Let him see how Tinubu will win. Now, he gave statistic. 2023, Obi got 6 states. Tinubu got 6 states. I will not talk about Atiku. No senator, no governor, nobody. Now, the same people that made it possible in Kano, River State, and rest of it, they are now fighting the Tinubu. So that is why you see they are not relaxing. Even though they have all the governors, the 30 governors, 31 governors, they are scared because of any angle they go. This is man to man, order to order, power for power, military to military, juju to juju, area boys to area boys. How?
The best time to fight your opponent is when they are weakest, and now they are weakest. Tinubu is weakest. This is the best time to attack. You can't attack.
My brother.
You only attack when the opponent is weakest, and now he's weakest.
See, let me tell you what Tinubu want to do. Tinubu no say no go win. We all should be ready. Tinubu, the other thing we want to rig this election, and you know, to bribe the international community so that by the time we rig the election, they're not going to talk. Nothing Tinubu want to do again. Now what he want to do with this? If you like, make everybody vote. You want rig gam so that's why they go America, they do everything this. Now what that is what he want to do. You go rig the election. Forget.
Can I tell you guys something?
Okay.
Now, Nigerians is using Tinubu's strength to fight him. Nigerians have not used their strength to fight him more. Let me tell you guys what you don't know. Nigeria is using Tinubu's strength to fight him. Nigeria has not brought out their strength. Now, let me tell you why I say so. Why I say so is that the only power Tinubu have is rigging. Now, where would the rigging come now? From international community and what? INEC. These are the two places, not even court. That's why I say nobody's talking about court anymore.
So by the time you don't rig them now through INEC, not being the control INEC, not being appoint INEC chairman, not being the control everything. By the time you rig them, we don't say so that international community quiet, then you go get your way in.
Now this INEC chairman might be removed. How can he remove? International community are coming silently right now because of Nigerian situation. France, US, and UK, they are not in good terms when it comes to Nigerian matter. If you don't know, and China on their own have special interest in Nigeria, and China is focusing more on the north. That's why I see Boko Haram can strike any day, anytime.
But forget about China. China not got anything to do. This matter is between US and UK. Now, what in our forget China. We concern China with Nigeria. China now want to do one thing for Nigeria. The problem is that our prayer is this now. This UK and US, because if now be the matter, forget China.
Okay, so here's the thing. So here's the thing with US and UK. US and UK. Listen. See, US and UK will always be successful in their operation based on the sentiments of the population, of the citizens. US cannot go into a place like, let's say, Venezuela, and go and arrest Maduro if the citizens like Maduro. If citizens like Maduro, it's impossible. So US already knows that Maduro is very unpopular. He rigged the election, he snatched the ballot, he snatched the ballot from the original winner, and then people were suffering.
My brother, let me tell you something.
So if people are
it's about interest.
No, listen,
let me tell you what is happening right now. Let me tell you what is happening right now. Let me tell you what's happening right now. That's why I say we might be favored this time, because the UK now, you know, say US now, Tinubu they run things with the US now based on that is he allowed the US. You see why US invade Nigeria? You see Tinubu talk, Tinubu not talk. Because Tinubu not want anything where we go and say he go talk, he go challenge US. When US account, if US like that, the US invade Nigeria 1,000 times, Tinubu not go talk. Tinubu will not keep quiet. Let me tell you one thing now. You know, say of recent now there's for which US won't send about 200 of their military call Nigeria. That thing now, wait first. That thing now is not going well with the UK. UK not want US to send their men call Nigeria, because US now, UK now get Nigeria. They sorry, they colonize Nigeria. So if US send that military call Nigeria, you come and say US now won't take their what belongs to UK in Nigeria. So UK now, listen, at the next time I tell you what they happen. So wait, listen what I'm saying.
Nigeria would divide.
So if that thing happen, that's so are you cannot want that thing to happen? So
the power belongs to Nigerians more than international community. The power belongs to Nigerians more.
They talk about America, UK, you go lose very well, like settlement not do.
Thank you, my brother.
The international communities are not dependable. The people we get to fight for this thing, the Nigerians, not the citizens, they have the more power. 90% of the power.
Tinubu Day where they do festival where for the river something for north. The bandit, the terrorists, they now Tinubu they show his own for television where they for the jolly. They do wow. The bandit they do wow. We kidnap 150. Two of them the same time, the same moment. The two videos they show.
They say why Tinubu they lie. Say Tinubu say now 20 people then kidnap. Why they kidnap over 100 people?
Tinubu no they even they think about your life at all. Tinubu no they think about you. He did the festival where 100 and something people, 70 of them are children. Below, you don't understand what is happening. Maybe your children. Let me tell you. I have my daughter is like 11 years. My son is like just 8 years, and I saw on that video, my brother, like the one boy I saw there is like my boy, just slim. Like I just imagine how I would be here now. And they tell me that my only boy is there, and they kidnap him. My brother, have you ever think about this in your life? Do you know what you are talking?
You think they're not to ever forgive Tinubu?
Hi, my brother, this 70% of them are not up to 15 years. No, what is 15 years?
If we don't organize ourselves, we go see come and
the Tinubu is there doing wow. Are they swimming? Our president, our president, we don't have country. The country has failed. It is more than 100% fail, my brother. We don't have anything.
That you still have.
Can this thing happen in any place in this world? Like they kidnap more than 100 people, and they are showing them in their video while you are there. You know, there's something that doesn't happen in life. If it is another country, the president will leave that place immediately. They will show you some of the AI or waiting, all those AP they call them. They will call you and see what is happening. No, he will just say them emergency, and they organize the securities. But look at what is happening, and those people are still there. As I'm talking to you this night now, they are there.
On the previous,
have you
imagined
that?
You see, on the previous page, just highlighting what you're saying. On the previous space, a couple of weeks ago, we had somebody from Sokoto, one of the Anatan brothers from Sokoto, that came, and we're asking him, say, what are the biggest challenges you have in the northern states? Apart from hunger and all that. The guy say security. Say as he's talking, he can't even sleep. He sleep with one eye open. And I'm asking, I say, how frequent does this happen? He say it happens anytime. It can happen tomorrow. He doesn't even know. As he's going to bed now, there's no guarantee that he's going to wake up tomorrow morning. And I'm thinking to myself, what does it mean for somebody to go to bed and be sleeping not knowing if you are going to wake up alive in the morning? If this is what is happening all across the northern states, they are having their villages and communities being slaughtered, people being slaughtered. What kind of life is that? What is Tinubu? Why does Tinubu want to kill Nigerians? Why is he in a hurry to slaughter as much Nigerians as possible? Why is he not making any effort to say, okay, you know what? These people that have been slaughtered, let me go to their community. Let me go and visit with the victims. Let me go and console them. These people have been traumatized. Their mother, their father, their children have been slaughtered on a regular basis. If it is in America, anybody that goes through any victim of any slaughter, you see they are going to run. All the cable news is going to be displaying their name 24/7 for the next 2 or 3 days. They are going to be doing documentary on their individual lives.
We're talking about country. We're talking about people.
So
we're not a country now.
So we're going to begin to tell these guys, why is Tinubu in a hurry to slaughter Nigerians?
If you say tribalism now, people that they keep for Kwara say the Yoruba people. So that's when you can understand a greedy fellow. He doesn't think about what you are thinking. So if you say now, oh right, Yoruba people, Yoruba man, right? Assumingly, people that are being killed are from Kwara State and Yoruba people. So you see that there's no iota of humanity in Yoruba land. No, that's not Tinubu. He's a greedy fellow. A greedy person is a greedy person, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care about you. Like
Has he visited any of the southwestern states that have been experiencing this massacre? Has he visited them to console with the victims?
Not to concern them. Not to concern them. The other thing is this: is it like Professor Dinkalo said, right? Tinubu does not care about your life because you can get the vote without you. So whether you die, you die alive, you will get the vote. If you don't repair him, if you don't fight, he will take your vote from you. Like Mr. P or nothing is saying. Let's make a collect voter's card so that I can clear his business. This is what it means, right? And they said they get 10 million people who they vote for APC, who are APC members. So that number alone, it could tell you what it means. If you don't withstand Tinubu, nothing will happen. No.
So let me ask you something. Is it that Tinubu really, really hates Nigerians? He can't stand Nigerians. Up to the extent that he's always...
Have you seen a greedy person before?
This guy they call the guy they give appointment. Was it the one that Minister of Defense or what? Moses, what is that name? The one that are talking that
Christopher Musa.
What is the man doing since they give him this thing? What is he doing?
What do you do?
Oh, he said he's going to do everything to make sure Tinubu is re-elected. That's his objective. That's his mission.
That's the politician. They don't give appointment. They make it again. They remove him from the chief of defense staff. They give him appointment the next month. You think that best to give appointment the Mumu? So it's loyalty you want to get. Tinubu knows that the bribe they do for the North Central, right? So that's why he's ready to give an appointment there and everything. Not going to give them any. Nobody they go improve in their life. Their life not going to improve. People go see they die. But you know what? We just need to tell ourselves truth. If you don't organize yourselves, they will see rig us away. But the only way we will defend ourselves is to organize ourselves in order for us to be in one place and we organize ourselves in that sense. Right? That's why this space we are talking about, right? This Tinubu should not happen to me, right? Should take place.
We'll stream it on TikTok. We'll stream it on TikTok, on Facebook, on all the social media.
Yeah. I don't already tell your DM already. So no, we'll work on it, right? Work on something on it. 3 days. It may not be even me that will not even care to talk about co-host or host. A neutral person can be the host. What I mean, a neutral person, a person will never block people, right? So that other people will come in and be part, like your handle now, right? Can be the one that will host. But if you don't have time, you can create it that your phone will not be down. Even if you're not close to your phone.
If I'm like this, I'll just be, I was born in village. I know how village is. And I know when I go to farm, how farm look like. And I know when I go to bush to go and get firewood, I know how it look like. So those people now, like I see, some of them are family, the whole family, they kidnap all of them. All of them are inside bush since that day till today. And they will be there maybe in more 1 month or 2 months. You know, Nigeria, let me tell you, Nigeria everybody is not supposed to sleep again. Both north, east, west, nobody. I don't think this kind of thing can happen in any country in this world. And that
how
country
many IDP camps has Tinubu visited? How many IDP camps will Tinubu not
and the
visit? How
people
many
are
IDP
still
camps?
sleeping. As I'm talking to you now, people are still sleeping. They will go to their business. You see, Nigeria doesn't care about human being again because governments have made it normal for us. Like dying and kidnapping is normal thing for life. That is why you can see 100 and something people kidnapped, 120, more than 200 people killed, and everywhere will be silent, and everybody will be going to his business.
Because we're not used to the death already. Unless it's a family member, that's how you know they used to that.
And a president, I don't see this kind of thing, you're not going to even make a comment.
No comment.
About, you baffle me. They wonder me.
No comment. No comment.
More than 120 people died. The president of that country not going to make a comment. Not today. This has been happening and happening.
Even ordinary South Africa, where people die.
We're not that country, my guy. We're not that country at all.
Even for South Africa, when there was a mass this thing, Cyril Ramaphosa had to shut down, go and visit the people, the victims, all the countries, whether they're India or America or everywhere.
Nothing.
But this one,
we're not that country, guy.
Mr. Godwin, people were killed in Canada this week where they end today, right? The president, the head of government there stopped everything he was doing, right? Tinubu went to Benue State when people were killed. More than 280 people were killed in their home while they were sleeping, right? Tinubu went to the state capital. He went there to go campaign, right? He did not assuage the problem. He did not talk about the problem. He did not solve any problem. You know the worst thing? He did not go to the places where this thing happened. And you know what? He don't care about your life. And even though say you're APC person and you were there, you would have been killed. And people don't care about you. They don't care about you. That's the honest truth. Doesn't even care about you. So you know say they do Yoruba no, they do APC, you want to kill yourself, you want to do it. Tinubu does not even care about you because he can. You know the worst thing, your car can get. One guy does the tweet now on 25th of December last year. He said God punish Obi supporter and all that, right? So today will be 14th of February. They break down in house. Or when they break down in father house. No court order. But police there for the bank. They destroy father house. No court order. Nothing. No any process where they used to say that they build a house for one person. This is where it is. Now you go understand bad governance. Doesn't have a community. Doesn't have a family. Doesn't have anything. When they come after you in everything. Many people never understand this thing. That's why the fact that we have lived for more than all the decades where we don't live. We have seen this thing every day in our life, but we have not actually seen it as our own. That's how it is. When you say 150 people die, it's an account now. Oh, na Sokoto. You just feel say now then they kill themselves.
Yes. Now you talk because the thing now, everybody reach me. You know, I just call my wife and tell my wife, have you ever imagined that you wake up in the morning? And I just ask them, have you ever imagined that you wake up in the morning and you find yourself inside the bush with your 2 children? He say, am I talking about what happened? I say, I send you a video, watch that video now, watch the video. He watched the video. He's telling me that his government, that those people are government are the people that kidnap these people. Because he can't imagine that somebody will kidnap somebody and keep them and do video. Doing video and telling you that these people are more than 100. How many people are you? They say we are more than 100 and the government is quiet. We have many defense. We have DSS. We have all the security, more than how many securities? And everywhere is quiet. My brothers, I'm talking to everywhere. Asarok is quiet now. They are just planning about, only what they are about is you must register to APC and have an APC card. That is what they are about. You must. To the extent that if you come to clear your goods and you have any issue, they will ask you, do you have your card? If you don't have your card, they will not even attend you. This is the country we find ourselves.
Do you know why this is? Do you know why this is really painful? Do you know why this is painful? A long time ago, we had what they call Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana. Okay, and some homes were destroyed and all that in the hurricane, during the hurricane. What the government did immediately during the hurricane was that they got hotel accommodations for everybody that was affected. All you need to do is to show up in a hotel, give your name, address, or whatever, and you have a room to yourself, you and your family, and your kids can have the other rooms and all that. They provided hotel accommodations for everybody. Now, here's the point I'm trying to make. Most of us stayed in that hotel for 3 months. And during those 3 months, we could not go back to our homes because they were all, clearing and clearing the debris and all that. I came to get the first-hand knowledge, what it means to be displaced from where you live, from the place you call home. I can see it's like your life is in suspension, is on pause. You don't have access to your bed, you don't have access to your groceries, you don't have access to your kitchen, you don't have access to the things that make your life meaningful on a day-to-day basis because you are not at home. And I keep thinking, this is what I mean, we're in a hotel. Hotel, it's comfortable, it's got a bed, got TV, we got everything, and the food is, they provide is all, part of the complimentary, breakfast complimentary and all that. But yet, we were still pressurizing for them to let us go back to our homes. And I keep thinking, and this was for 6 months. 6 months, we are very uncomfortable. Most of us, we are harassing the government. We need to go back. We hate to stay in this hotel. And then now I'm thinking of the IDP camps. They're not even staying in a hotel. They're staying in classrooms.
Have you got any IDP?
Oh yeah. Now think from IDP camp.
Not for 6 months, so not for 6 months, so for years.
Everybody stay for here for years.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, shift that thinking now. That experience you have now.
Everybody stay for there for 10 years.
Move that experience now to inside bush. Have you gone to bush before to go and get firewood? Like tickless bush. Have you go to thick bush? Because I have gone there. I have been in village. I'm a village guy. I've grown up in village before I entered Onitsha. Just think about going inside thick bush where you don't know the road, that place, snake, all the wild animal is there, and you don't have any like foam. You don't have water. Is only what they provide for you is what you have you reasoned about. That is where we have 70% of people now, children inside the bush now. As I'm talking to you now, they are there. And some families from the whole family are inside the bush now.
The one I visited in Benue State, they were even giving birth in that place. Everything was so messed up. Like everything was so messed up. Like fortunately, when the day of voting come, they will give them small money, right? They will still vote. People they give belly for that IDP camp as bad as it will. People say they give belly. So much they carry belly. Women carry belly. I wonder if people say they give belly for this place, right? Human being. You're talking about your country now, where people will have to rent hotel for you, all those kind of thing, right? That is a country, first of all. That's a country. And that's not a country. When I talk to this thing, I say and they joke about that. But that's my opinion about Nigeria not being a country, right? That's the only thing you can see. If, for instance, they send you out of your house, what is the next thing you will get? Over the years, you have heard it very clearly that people are being relocated. That these guys, when they sack you, they will relocate themselves back to that community. Government will leave you for inside IDP camps. If you like me, you will get yourself outside anywhere. There was one day my sister called me and was like telling me, say a young lady from Benue State came to my place in Asaba, and do you know what? They sleep with they share the same room with the gate man. Now the gate man when they pursue and the woman get carry picking see they sleep with the person because they don't get help, right? I said no, it can't be like that. We have to look for how to set up this person because the person need help.
Right? What was this?
Sir?
No, not you. I'm talking to somebody else.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, these are the challenges. If you go to this Benue State, all those places I tell you, you go see real poverty with your 2 eyes. They work out for road, like they work out for 2 roads. Like if you won't even give your money to church, just carry the money, go to places. Real poverty day, like real poverty. Like you get where you give whenever say partner way the way you play around with, right? You get whenever stand for a long time. Real poverty is real, like they work out for road.
So now, my brother, now. So if they bring
IDP camp is arrested development. IDP camp arrested development. You can't move forward. You can't move back. You can't move anywhere. Arrested development.
I remember my local government of Ghana Northeast. When they were doing it here, they were bringing this one will bring 10,000. They said no, APC don't bring 15. No, this one will bring 20K. This one will bring this one. By the time PDP reach one time, they don't feel pay the waiting APC 1P. Those people collect money, go vote for APC. In their mind, for those villages, this is better than nothing. So your expectation of governance in the city or wherever you are in the world is different from them. So, like you said, poverty, the worker, Urukuru, you have 141 million of us. That is, I'm sure that number is not the accurate number. Me, I can tell you right here that 70% of Nigerians are in poverty. That's number one. Then, when somebody was talking about that, how many percent of Nigerians, you see, how many percent of Nigerians, you take them about a week or so to gather 75,000 naira or 70,000 naira, take them like a week or two to put that money together. The numbers of Nigeria was mined. I can't even believe it. You understand me now? So all this, so the few of us who want change, we will make the change. We did the way they comfortable. We did small. And on that day, majority of us the votes.
Oh no, we don't do small. Oh, I beg, take that back. Now the criminals were they small. We are large
No,
number, but we know they talk. But we know they talk. We don't want to talk.
The criminals have your commonwealth in their pockets.
If you not organize yourself, people say they plenty, you go see they minority.
You see, the criminals have what have the majority of the people want.
They organize. That's the first thing we must understand, right? I remember when we were in school and our professor would tell us, see, that man used to be like was SUG president in 1984. After him, this guy will be the Senate leader. The Senate leader from Ekiti State will be senator from Ekiti State, right? He was the next SUG president. So the man used to tell us how he said, stop agonizing. Start to organize yourselves. That's the first thing you have to do. When the school see you say they organize, right? They don't do anything about it. They could just hear what they talk. They could do the right thing. If you talk, you know, let's host a space. That space will bring people in. For 3 days, people will come and talk. You give opportunity to talk. You don't even need to like the person face, but let the person speak his experience, that is what he has gone through. You know why? When you hear the kind of news, they work for office, so they do something, so they hear information people they talk about, reap about it. Maybe you will now understand that this one will be God calls them. This one Tinubu now create this particular kind of poverty, and we need to work it out in that sense. That's one of the ways we can work things out, right? So from there we can get like, okay, this is an action plan. From this place, this is action plan, right? We'll take it from there. We're not waiting for ADC to come.
No. I think the first thing for everybody to do is not for just to, especially when you're on ground or anything, is to mobilize your kids, your nephew, your cousins, your relatives to say, okay, do you believe in the cause of ADC? Then go and register online and join the member of the party first. That can start also a commitment.
Being a voter is from being a member of the party. People not get intention to be member of the political party, but they vote every for 4 years, right? So you can make sure people get the voters card and they get a voters card when they go vote, they go get voters card, go vote that day, right?
You see, commitment to a party also push you to go the extra lengths. Listen, what I try to talk now. See, if you call me every day, you shout, say, you want to come out Tinubu. You want to come out Tinubu. You want to come out Tinubu. If you don't put in the shift, you know if you come out Tinubu.
See,
just wait now. Make I just talk now. Make you see. Now, when people want to vote Obama and co there, many of them talk to Democrats. They register for the party. They were going around neighborhoods. They were putting banners, posters in front of people's house. They were knocking on the doors, asking people to donate. They were doing all these things here. The change will not happen in this platform. The change happened on the ground, on the foot, on everywhere. We stomp the ground.
We have got certain things like this, my brother.
No. So you need to start mobilizing yourself that this is what all of us need to do. Because it has to move from
Democrat or Republican.
Yes, you have to move from The Nigerian see now you get interest in the how to run the affairs of Nigerians. Majority of the people who talk, so 90% of Nigerians are sleeping.
If you get ADC car, you don't get voters card. It's not a waste of time.
No, now you have you 100 million of us then get voters card.
What do you need first? Nothing. Make sure say we go do which we did last time. But make sure say many people voted for 2023 election. We'll not get voters. We'll not be member of the Labour Party by mistake. We'll not even care about Labour Party per se, right? So we'll not even care about Labour Party. If you're talking about the primary of the party,
what I am saying, see, listen, let me say what I'm saying here. If you have 1 million of us like minds that are ready to to tilt this thing, to push this idiots from power. 1 million of us. And 1 million of us are member of a movement or a political party. That 1 million of us now would be the
My brother,
that would be the foot soldier. That would be the foot soldiers.
Okay,
Campaign.
So here's the thing. A long time ago, America won a war in somewhere in Asia. And if you go back, I'll probably put it on the Jumbotron later. How they won the war was by distributing flyers, propaganda. They put their messages on flyers and they flew aeroplane across the villages and just let the flyers distribute all across the villages. And just by what we need to do is we have to come up with a simple.
Mr. Listing. We get a short plan. That short plan is not.
Okay, I don't go talk. So, but here's the potency